Yeah. We're back. Gates Open Media right here. We had some technical difficulties. But we're gonna talk about the AFC East today, and we're gonna talk about it right after this. Gates Open Media in the house. We got Duke and Dreddy already here, baby. What's going on, sir?
What's up, Pimp? What's up, Wimp? Ready to talk about this NFC least you've been talking about here for the last 10 minutes.
Actually,
NFC
the AFC East.
AFC, you got it all messed up, don't you? Look at you.
I did. I even had the caption wrong.
Golly.
I didn't that. Yeah, I had the AFC South. That's what I had. And when I went to pulling up stuff, figured out it was the AFC East.
AFC least.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know a bit baby at, but that's okay. We're gonna talk trash about his boys today.
We're gonna have to put them down. Put them down like rabid dogs.
I mean,
we're about to see a regression here.
Yeah, we about to see what's going on with them boys.
Well, we know what's going on with them boys.
Yeah.
Tua ain't gonna finish the season.
Who their backup quarterback?
Mike White.
Yeah, he garbage. Never heard of him. So
he's decent. He's decent.
Is that the guy that finished the season last year for the most part? Played the playoff game?
No, that's Skylar Thompson. He may not even make the roster.
Got to be more careful.
Well, he's a rookie. I mean, he's on his second year. They drafted him, so maybe he does. But
got to be more careful, boy. I tell you.
Yeah, with Tua for sure. You don't want him getting too dinged up, and then you're.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Tua in a minute, Club. So, I brought it out, and this is what I have for the AFC Leaston Conference.
That's a little blurry. It's a little blurry here. Let's go another focus. You got Buffalo last. That's interesting.
Yeah. Jets. I got Jets going to number one with that strong defense. Patriots gonna come out they funk this year. Belichick, and then Tua's gonna get hurt, and then this year Buffalo, I think, is they're gonna sadly regress. I think the Dolphins, Tua's gonna get hurt. So
you just keep saying that. You just keep saying that.
That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna have some injuries. Buffalo gonna have some injuries.
I don't think Buffalo finishes last. I'm gonna have to push back against that for sure.
I know.
If anything, I could see the Dolphins. You know what I'm saying, and the Patriots finishing last.
I thought about that too, but I don't see Belichick 2 years in a row not making the playoffs, baby.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess. I mean, his team is more talented this year. I don't know if they're as talented as the rest of the teams in his division, though, which is a huge problem. They have not been good at acquiring talent lately. So that's where I'm kind of like, I don't know about the Patriots. I got to see if Mac Jones is really going to be that kind of top 10 quarterback, because honestly, with the roster they have, the only way they're successful this year is if they have a top 10 guy. So,
I think with the addition of Zeke, I think with Zeke
is old.
Yeah, I know, but I think I mean, he's not technically old, but
he's old as shit.
I think how old is Zeke? I think with the experience of Belichick, he's gonna put Zeke in good positions. He's gonna.
Well, Zeke is gonna be a number 2. He's not even gonna start. They got Ramondre Stevenson over there. That's literally like a 1,000-yard rusher in the waiting. He's just been splitting time. I think the Patriots will be decent. I don't know if they'll.
So he's going on what, year 7?
Yeah, man, that's a lot of miles on a running back, especially him because he led the league in carries multiple years with Dallas. So I'm just not putting my faith in Zeke to do much. You know what I mean?
No, I mean I'm not like um I just think Belichick is going to make a. I mean, think about what he's done with the running backs he's had there. I mean, I think they've been pretty much no name. So, I mean, Zeke got a little bit left in the tank, and I think
No, I'm not saying Zeke's not going to have a good season. He's going to be a third down back, a pass blocking guy. Um, maybe a goal line running back, but I just don't think he's going to move the needle for that team. They're wide receivers. There's something to be desired there. They have some good tight ends. I'll give them that. They do have some good tight end core. Um, but
man, Zeke ain't even at 10,000 yards yet.
yeah. Well, I mean, how many carries is he at? Because he damn near might be at fucking 2,000 carries.
Yeah, you're right about that. 1881.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a lot of carries, buddy. I mean, it's just those last 500 carries, he was already out of juice.
Yeah, but come on, man. I mean, I see what you're saying. I would definitely like to compare him to maybe somebody like a Thurman Thomas and see what how many, you know what I'm saying, what Thurman
You
Thomas had.
you have to understand, Zeke
It's
was
a
a
different
Terrence
league.
Davis.
Huh?
No, Zeke was a Terrence Davis kind of running back, right? Terrence Davis' career. Look, Terrence had those good 3 or 4 years, and then he had those monster years, right? But then he tailed off because his run style is not conducive to playing a long time. So that's what I'm saying with Zeke. You're having the same thing where his run style is not conducive to him playing a lot of years. Luckily for him, he had a great offensive line, so he didn't get banged up as he would have if he was on another team. But Zeke got some miles, man. He's not the same player he was. He's a decent player, but he's a guy you can plug in for certain plays and get production, but he's not going to be that guy you got on the field like 60, 70 snaps. Like he can't do that.
So 4 out of 7 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 out of 7 years, he had 300 rushing attempts.
Yeah, bro, that's
The
fucking
rest of them,
ridiculous.
no, 1, 2, 3, no,
And those
yeah,
300
three,
attempts
three
are
out of
leading the
seven.
league.
The rest of them were 242, 244, 237, 231. That's pretty much
That's
4 years.
top 5 running back carries in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Every year he's top 5 in carries in those years. You know what I mean? So that's the thing with Zeke. He's just not that player no more. And they have a lot of. I mean, their line is solid. The Patriots line is solid. I think their defensive line is solid too. They got a good defense, but their offense, man, it's not there. And you're gonna play the Bills, they're gonna score. You're gonna play the Jets, they're gonna score. You're playing the Dolphins, they're gonna score. I could see New England finishing last in their division again for sure, 100%. The only thing that will save them is their defense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I actually do agree with that, but I think their offense is going to be a little better this year to the point to where they're
That
going to
defense
be
is.
asked not to lose games.
Yeah, but that offense, man, is actually like I don't know, man. Mac Jones, he looked like he regressed last year, in my opinion. Um, he was getting benched for Bailey Zapp and shit. I'm like, yeah, he's not that guy. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't think he's that guy anymore. I watched his rookie season. He showed me something. I watched him last year, and I'm like, all right, maybe Belichick just projected him a lot his rookie year, didn't ask him to do much.
Yeah.
Because last year he was asked to do something, and he just didn't look like.
Try to bring this up right quick.
He never looked like he was in command of the offense. Like even when he was a rookie, he wasn't throwing the ball that much. He still looked like he was calling them, checks and getting them in and out of plays and stuff like that. Last year, man, he just looked like a fish out of water.
Yeah, where we at? All right. Let's see. Rushing attempts over the past 5 years is what I attempted to do.
Look at Ezekiel, top 5. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. 13. Number 2 was like behind Derrick Henry. Um,
Who he's probably on his way out the league here soon.
oh man. Um,
For real though, because you got the only thing that saved Derrick Henry is that he had DeMarco Murray start over him like the first 2 years when he was with Tennessee. So he didn't run the
so
ball that much. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but I'm comparing this to I'm 40, so I'm comparing this to when I came up. You had Thurman Thomas, even Barry Sanders. You had Emmitt Smith, obviously.
Yeah, Terrence Davis. I understand what you're saying, but
You had all these running backs who used to tote this thing. Uh, I mean, you can go back in the history of the game. Obviously, some of them did, like a Gale Sayers, or some of them did. I mean, that was before my time though, but some of them did wear out early. But that was the day when that was the game. That was it. That was ground and pound. You didn't have 3 wide receivers. You know what I'm saying?
but
4 wide.
also you have to understand though, like the game was to scheme running backs open. I mean, the players hitting them weren't fucking juiced up and fucking, you know what I mean? Like as athletic. I mean, the people weren't hitting the same. Like a lot of the time, like
I think it was
they're no, man, they're wrapping up knees now. Like you're seeing a lot more like ligament injuries and shit like that. I mean, you saw it back then, but it
yeah, but
wasn't as much.
I think that comes from part of the training. Is what I think. Just like in basketball, I don't
It's
know,
weird,
man.
right? In basketball, they
Eric,
do training that you should do for football players, and then in football, they do training that you should do for
basketball players.
basketball players. It's
You
just
might
weird
have,
how that works. It's like band work and shit like that is for ligaments. Who normally tears a lot of ligaments? Football players, right? So
yeah,
why don't they do band work? It don't
yeah.
make sense. You got them lifting all them fucking weights and shit, running around just putting stress on their joints and ligaments. Then basketball players, them motherfuckers refuse to lift weights, and them motherfuckers get all types of stupid knick-knack injuries and shit because they don't lift weights. You know what I mean? It's just fucking stupid.
He forgot, and that's what I've said. Not trying to bring this in, not trying to really bring basketball into it, but that's what I've said. Uh, was part of the reason that the
That's why LeBron's so
basketball
dominant.
players
He's
have so
fucking
many.
lifting weights.
And then I also said that's part. I think that's part of LeBron. Well, not that, but part of LeBron's success and not getting injured. You've seen ever since he came to the Lakers, he gets off a month or two every single year, and I believe that's to heal those ligaments and allow them time to you know what I'm saying, heal compared to just running, and
Because he's
jumping.
about to hit the weights again. Because LeBron hits weights, man. He hits weights like, you know what I'm saying? Like Steph
Yeah,
Curry hits
he
weights.
does hit
You
the
know,
weight,
like
but
Giannis hits weights. Like I don't give a fuck about your touch as an NBA player. Like we need you on the basketball court, and that means you need to be throwing some dumbbells around, some plates. I don't want to see you on no damn machines. Get off the fucking band work. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you
yeah,
this, man. What used to piss me off, and it still pisses me off because he's hurt right now and he'll never play basketball again, probably. Lonzo fucking Ball. I used to watch him get trained. All they did was that band work and all that stupid ass shit and the medicine
that came
ball and all
from
that.
his father too, though.
No, man, he had trainers. This is when he stopped working out with his dad. His dad had him lifting weights and doing push ups and
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Nah, he started lifting out. He started working out with all these professional trainers, and his dad came out and said something. He's like, you know what I'm saying? These trainers and shit is why he's getting hurt. He ain't lifting no weights, and guess what? Same shit. Same exact shit happened, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. But I
Yeah,
didn't mean to get us off topic though. But yeah, no. So it's just like with football though, Zeke,
yeah. I
he's
mean,
just got too many miles, man. I mean, Nick Chubb, it's crazy. He still look good, and he's up at
yeah.
the top of the
It's
list.
just going back for old school. Just thinking now. I'm not like getting into detail, but just thinking old school. If these guys used to last forever, so to speak, and now you're talking a 7 year career, and it's damn near over. You know what I mean? Um,
Well,
and the
well,
reason
here's the thing too.
I'm
That was a premium position,
saying,
and you could get away with 3 yards of carry, 2 yards of carry back then as an
but
average.
but
Now
but
they want you to be at like 4 or 5. So you can't be a top 5 running back, top 10 running back, and you're not getting like, 4 yards of carry and you're averaging maybe 8, 9 yards per catch. Like you got to be more productive nowadays than you did back then, because you had more time as a running back to accumulate your yards too. You were going to get 4 quarters and probably 30 carries in a game, 40 carries in a game. Nowadays, you're not getting that. They're passing the ball.
You're definitely not getting that nowadays.
No, it was like 70-30 run pass. Now it's like 60-40 pass run.
Yeah. And yeah, exactly. So you're not getting the opportunity. I don't know. I see what you're saying, but I see it as different of why they're getting
because even if the coaches call it 50-50, right, run pass, that quarterback check it out. He's checking out about 20% of the runs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's checking out. Oh no, it wasn't open, coach. It wasn't open. I saw something. Nigga ain't see shit. He saw fucking 2 safeties hanging over the top. He still called a pass play.
Yeah. It's man. It's just crazy how. And I'm trying to stay on topic, but the center position has drastically changed in basketball, and the running back position pretty much has drastically changed in football. You know now they're looking for more of a running back like a Marshall Falk who can run that thing and catch it out the backfield,
and then block too if you need
and block. Smart.
Smart running back.
Compared to the Derrick Henrys of back in the day who just used to run that thing down your throat. So
even Nick Chubb had to start catching passes, man, to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Derrick Henry had to start catching passes. Zeke had to start catching passes. I mean, if you look at the top backs behind them, all the motherfuckers catch passes.
Yeah.
Every single one of them catch passes, man. Those are except for maybe Leonard Fournette, but he catches passes too. That
was definitely something he started working on. Where he at now? Because I remember with the Bucks, that was one thing he definitely started working on, trying to catch that thing.
I think actually, I forgot about this. I think Leonard Fournette is with the Ravens, and if I'm right about that, boy, that is gonna be so nasty.
No, I didn't really care for him with the Bucks. I felt like he was tipping all the time. Maybe I'm wrong, but I felt like he was tipping.
He's literally a 260, 260-pound running back. Like that is, he's Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's healthy. He's always healthy normally.
Yeah, he didn't stay hurt. You're right about that. So I don't even know what the Bucks running back situation is, but I got to figure that out in the next couple of days. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon, Jonathan Taylor, all the boys, Miles Sanders, James Carter, all the boys are dual threat running backs. Yeah. Only ones that are not is Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, and Ezekiel Elliott.
Probably Melvin Gordon.
Even Melvin Gordon catches passes, man. It's just he plays in that zone. He plays a lot of zone scheme.
Yeah, he just barely hanging on at this point. He done been on 3 teams already.
Yeah, man. I think he was I don't know what team he's on now. He's chasing a Super Bowl though, from what I understood. He went to a Super Bowl team.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get him paid. He probably won't be in the league much longer.
Nah, he just try to get a rig back. He ain't try to do much.
Yeah.
So that's why I think the Patriots ain't gonna do shit. I mean, I don't know if you can convince me otherwise. I mean, Zeke is not gonna really get it from me. You're
right. I mean, I didn't honestly, I didn't know he was coming in I didn't know his numbers were like this, to be honest.
Very productive. Look at him. He's got 4.3 yards per carry. I mean, look at those running backs, 4.4, 5 point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be a top running back without that average. You got to be over 4 yards.
Definitely. What was that for? Leonard Fournette is that 4? 3.9 David Montgomery.
Yeah, you got to be there. Like, to get paid, shit. And then you still need to have 200 or 300 yards receiving.
Yeah, I think pretty soon they almost gonna have I guess you can't get rid of the running back position like almost they did in basketball with the center position, but it's been like you said, you got to definitely be a dual threat. If you can't catch that thing, if you're a young fella watching this at some point in your life, if you can't catch it, you can run that thing, but if you can't catch it, forget about it. You're gonna be.
I wouldn't even. I hate to go basketball, but I wouldn't say the center position instead. I would say.
Well, I think they brought it back now, but I think it was kind of dead probably about 7, 8, 9 years ago.
I mean, I feel like Embiid is one of the last true centers.
Yep.
Jokic and Giannis, they're just European centers, man. That's European centers. That's how they play.
Yeah.
They're just super athletic European centers. They're fucking great. Um, the running back position, it could die. It could die. You could see it more turn into like an H back position where you got someone like Taysom Hill who can do everything that you're asking a running back, but he's huge and he's fast. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
when he blocks, he can go and block a D end with a tackle and it not be a problem. Where running
Yeah.
backs
I
struggle
mean,
at.
they're definitely devaluing the position. And for some, like a Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, I mean, Dalvin Cook, uh, them boys have really been showing out. But I think it's definitely been devalued. You can see the money that they're not getting at the running back position. And I think that really started back when what's your boy name played for Pittsburgh when he kept holding out and they kept franchise tagging him.
Le'Veon.
Yeah, Le'Veon Bell. I think that's when it really started to show. And I
Well,
think these
because you know
coaches,
why?
they
Because
can just
he was trying to break like 15 million per year. He was trying to go for like 20, 18, 19 at first. You know what I'm saying? And they
yeah,
were they were trying to think, okay, if we're paying a quarterback 20, 30 at the time, we're paying wide receivers 15, about to be 10. They're like, how are we gonna pay the running backs that much money? And we're already paying offensive tackles, 15 to 10 million. I mean, there just is not enough money to go around on that
yeah,
offensive side of the ball. So they had to devalue some position, and running back was the easiest. Most running backs don't last that long,
yep,
and there's always a bunch of them. That's the thing. Like,
exactly. That's what I was about to get into. Yeah,
yeah, what position does every parent want their kid to play when they're in Pop Warner, right? They want to be the running back or the
running back
quarterback.
or quarterback.
That's it. So then you have kids that they grow up like, man, I had friends that were super talented, and if they probably played different positions, they probably would have went to the league for different positions, and they made it for running back, right? But if they would have trained for something else, they probably would have been just as great, and they would have been able to have less competition and get paid.
Yeah,
So it's just I don't know. It's gonna be tough. The CBA, I don't know when it is, but when that CBA comes up, then running backs gonna have to hold out because it's gonna be ugly.
yeah. I think that almost never works because you're talking about one group, but does the whole group care about that group enough to actually hold out like that? I don't think it's gonna work. Or somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, well, we need some money because they done blew all their money, and they
Well,
won't
they
be able
could
to
do what the
hold out."
tight ends did. They could start a union. They already started the process of it.
Well, I thought they already had a union. That's the whole point of the CBA.
No, the running back, no, the tight ends have their own like union that they do. That's why they do like the tight end U shit, where they have like mostly NFL tight ends, and they'll invite like a couple college tight ends that they know they're going to the NFL.
Yeah,
Like they invited that Utah tight end Dalton Kincaid. They invited Latu from Alabama, and then Michael Mayer from Notre Dame to go to that. And it's basically like tight end. That's why you see all these tight ends getting paid
mm,
because they're all not accepting below a certain price. You know what I'm saying for the production. They're all coordinating. So you got tight ends right now. Like who was it? The tight end for Green Bay. He got like 10, 12 million per year, and the man like was had have one good year. You know.
yeah. No, I didn't know that about the tight end. I mean, running backs gonna have to do something if that's the case. Cause
Look at Buffalo. The tight end that was there, Dawson Knox, just got paid a pretty nice contract, like 54 million for 3 years, right? Or 4 years. They just drafted one in the first round.
and they just drafted a tight end. I mean,
They just drafted one.
but the tight end
They,
position has become more important since Gronk and old Aaron guys back then. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
but think about that. They're saying that it's more valuable to pay a tight end premium money than to pay a running back premium money, and the running back carries more workload.
yeah, I guess once you add in that short pass, you add in three wide receivers, then you got a tight end who can get the ball, he can block, he can in some cases got them running the ball. It,
Hey man, Eric Gonzalez, rest in peace. That's the last we see of that.
There'll be somebody else like him come through.
That boy got in the backfield. Ain't gonna be nothing like him. That boy got. They said, "Fuck it, you're not an H back. We're gonna put you at running back."
Yeah,
That
boy,
man played. He played running back, not. I mean, not college. This ain't high school or college. You know, no. He played running back in the NFL, and he's a tight end. And he
yeah,
played it well. He played it well to where they contemplated moving him to running back. That's how good he was. Motherfuckers don't understand how good Aaron Hernandez was. He's the reason why
they
tight
don't.
ends are getting paid like that, man.
They actually
He's a
don't.
big part of him and Gronk. Him and Gronk, that tandem right there is what is getting all these motherfuckers paid.
Yep. Oh yeah, bam, 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 bam. What we got here?
Josh Allen. Yeah, Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid. The two tight ends they got. They both getting millions.
Let's see. GM Brandon Bean set out to prioritize strengthening areas of weakness of the Bills' offense group and surrounding Josh Allen. So they're looking at the offensive side of the ball. You say they drafted a tight end. What's more likely not to finish? As he always looking for more ways to improve the roster and could continue to add to the roster talent between now and the end of 23 seasons. His beneficiary of this is Josh Allen. I might have to make some changes then if they're actually working on
Their
um,
line isn't that good.
reloading and strengthening position groups to work with the offensive line, receiver, and running back. So I might have to do some
No, their running back room should be all right, but their and their wide receiver room should be good. Their tight end room should be good, but their offensive line is questionable as fuck. That shit is suspect.
the offensive line is suspect.
Yeah, when it comes to like playoff time, like they just don't hold up very well at times.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a mid program change here.
I don't
I'm
blame you.
gonna
If I had that mistake, I would do it too.
make a mid program change here.
I think the Jets are gonna be a real problem, man. I don't think people understand how much of a problem they're gonna be. That
The
defense is nasty. That defense is fucking grimy. So yeah,
Jets,
I would do.
Bills, Dolphins, Patriots.
Yeah, I would do it like that. That seems more reasonable. You know what? Let me say this.
It's just
I
tough
do
to
think
make
the
Jim
Dolphins.
Belichick go down hard again. Huh?
I see the Dolphins right as a team that could definitely be second in that division or even first. But the
If they
problem for
stay
me
healthy
is
for me.
it's just they can't stay healthy on both sides of the ball, man. They always get injuries, you know, and that's hard being a playoff team when you got injuries all the time.
Yeah, and talking about offensive line, this guy, Ryan Bates, looked like he retired maybe or went to another team. Well, no.
Yeah, and then
Bates
the
is
Dolphins
probably
have
not
a
the
pretty
starter.
shitty offensive line too.
But that don't make no sense. It says loser, offensive line Ryan Bates. Bates is still started as a starter Bears offensive line, but projected the first round. 23 draft pick turned second round selective Osiris Terrence is the future at that position. And the future might be now. Terrence has improved impressive run at Florida, particularly at the position. His quarterback will, while the Bills have shown with past high round selections, such as last year, the top two pick cornerback, some Elm, and running back James Cook. Oh yeah. James Cook was supposed to be the man last year too. I
Yeah,
had
but
him
he was splitting carries. Now he's gonna be the number one
exactly.
guy.
I had him as my on my fantasy team. I ended up dropping. I know he ended up getting hurt, I think, or something. I ended up getting rid of him.
No,
Uh,
because he wasn't. He was splitting carries. He wasn't getting the full workload. He started getting more carries late in the season though.
Yeah, when I didn't have him no more.
You
Terrence
should have faith,
that's
brother.
a great position. Okay. So I mean, they talking very highly of this Terrence guy. So Torrance or whatever his name is.
No,
Um,
he's a nice guard. He was a nice guard out of Florida. Um,
Ken Dorsey.
but they're going to be good. They're going to be good. I'm not going to say they're not going to be good. The Bills are going to be good. I just don't see them beating out. I don't. It's hard for me to see anybody beating that Jets defense.
Yeah, the Jets got a hell of a defense. That's why I put them number one. Then you got to add addition of Dalvin Cook and obviously Aaron Rodgers. That's why I put them at number one. And we gonna see what happens.
They got a 1,000-yard rusher back in Brees Hall. They got a nice do-it-all back in Michael Carter. They got a plethora of weapons, at the receiver position. They got a good tight end. They're not lacking at any position. That's why I'm just like, I don't see them getting worse than what they were last year. It'd be hard for me to see that. And their coach seems like he's pretty good. I mean, I don't know how he is in close games, but he seems like he knows what he's doing for the most part.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like Drew Brees. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is going to be reinvented, so to speak, and really ready to go out there and play for a different team, so that he can do something still. Not that nobody thought he couldn't do nothing, but just being on a different team, you want to go out there and show out. So, and he's expected really like Brady, how Brady came to the Bucks and took him to the next level. That's definitely how I'm assuming Jets fans see Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
So we gonna have to see about that. That's the deal.
Yeah, no, I think Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers are gonna have a big year if he can stay healthy. I'm expecting big things from that team. Honestly, I'm excited to see what happens in that division because it really depends on injuries. If there's a lot of injuries on that Jets defense, then I'm saying it's gonna be a different ballgame.
Man, this could end up being one of the best divisions in football. Not sure, but it could end up that way. Let's see.
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, nobody was expecting the NFC East to be one of the best divisions last year.
NFC. Oh yeah, no. Let's see. Now we got the Patriots on the clock, so to speak, and this is what they did. Yeah, I ain't going over all that, but they went through a lot in the off season. Obviously signing Zeke. He signed linebacker Carson Wells. Don't know who that is. Marcus Mitchell. They waived him. Let's see. Let me see. Signed Jalen Hurd. Offensive tackle Calvin Anderson. On the pulp list. Let's see. Bentley to a 2 years contract extension. Wide receiver Ed Lee signed Wade Justice Tavi. How you say his name? I'm not familiar with some of these players. Don't watch them that much, but we're gonna see what Belichick gonna be able to do though. I think he's gonna. I mean, I don't really care. I was about to say I hope, but I really don't care that much. But I think he's gonna be able to get these guys in positions to do better. Now this is what Brady was with the Bucks. What 3 years? Yeah, 3 years. So this is his 4th year without Brady. So by now, he should be able to resurrect this team and start seeing some success.
Well,
And
depending on his quarterback, I mean, I just don't know. Like, I mean, I like their backup better than I like fucking the starter at this point.
what was the backup?
Bailey Zappi.
I'm not familiar with him. But yeah, I agree. It's definitely going to be. It's going to boil down to the quarterback at the end of the day. But can he get him in position? Can he get the defense good enough to then get your boy in position to at least manage the game to where he's not losing the game? That's what he did for Tom Brady in the beginning of his career. But Matt Jones has been there. What, this is going into his 3rd year or 4th?
Right.
No, his 3rd year, right? Because they had Cam them there that 1st year when Brady was out. So I think he's going into his 3rd year. Is he going to be the quarterback of the future? Obviously, I think this year is going to tell it all. This year is going to tell it all on Mac Jones if he's going to be the quarterback of the future for the New England Patriots, if you ask me. And throughout the years, the Patriots have seemed like pretty darn good backup quarterbacks. And I think that's why they wanted to keep Jimmy Garoppolo a few years ago. But for whatever reason, I think the owner wanted to keep Brady over Garoppolo, but I don't know if they could have kept him or what. But anyway, they ended up letting him go to San Francisco, and the rest is history. But I think that was key for Belichick, was trying to have somebody groom under Brady and then come on in and take over the starting position. But I think those guys, when Brady was out due to suspensions or injuries or whatever the case may be, those guys came in and performed pretty well. Because I think didn't they have Brissett come in? Like one year they had
that system is pretty veteran quarterback friendly. It's very, what I'm saying, it doesn't require you to have extreme arm talent. Now, if you do have arm talent, you can excel in that system because it's a lot of pitch and catch. It's a lot of, intermediate and short routes, and then you take some shots, here and there. But and it just depends with the talent. I mean, they have some talent around the quarterback now to where they should be able to have some success. Mac Jones, man, it's his make it or break it year. He's got to show that he can really, be that guy. And I don't know if he really can, if I'm being honest with you, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Came from what? He came from big time Alabama. So they say
but they're not known for producing quarterbacks, man.
Yeah, not at all. But they say also one thing they say about Alabama sometimes Nick Saban get all of what you can get out of a player before they even get to you. You know what I mean?
Well, it's hard with quarterbacks there because they always have the best talent around them.
Yeah.
So is the quarterback really
that good, or is it just the talent around him to make him look that good?
And I like Mac Jones because a lot of his success at Alabama was a lot of on time throws and deep balls, intermediate short routes. Like he did it all, play action, drop back, just shotgun. He did it all at Alabama that year. So I do like him as a player, but it hasn't really translated to the NFL consistently. He does it in spurts. And you got to be consistent as a franchise guy, because
definitely
the coaches have to be able to trust, your capabilities. And when you're not consistent in your capabilities, man, it makes it hard to game plan. It makes it hard to scheme shit up for you and trust what you're going to do on certain plays and how you're going to protect the ball. So,
well, I think now, I remember when I played Little League football, it was, the T backfield. It was probably 95% running the ball.
13 personnel, 12 personnel. Yeah.
And then instead of, even going through high school, is probably at that point 92% running the ball. But these quarterbacks now come up playing the 7-on-7, lead the flag football and all this, throwing the ball all across the field. So I think they're more prepared now than they were back in the day. Because back in the day, it was more so. I think teams. That's why teams ran the ball so much, and it was more defense and run the ball, defense and run the ball. Now they're looking at the offense to put some numbers on the board, and that's why it's so much spread. And that's why Dan Marino was before his time, putting up the numbers he was putting up compared to you can probably bring some of his numbers from back then till today. And I'm man, Dan, I would love to see Dan Marino play today. You know what I mean?
His record stood for 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why to me, like when we talk about the GOAT conversation, like even when they say like you know what I'm saying, like the GOAT conversation, you can say Brady because his rings, but like when you talk about most talented quarterbacks, like Dan Marino had like a rocket. You know what I'm saying? Like Patrick Mahomes, you know, reminds me not with the escapability and the playmaking,
Yeah,
but just like arm talent wise, like Patrick Mahomes reminds me of that arm talent. Like it just comes out of his hand, you know, with ease. And Dan Marino was like that, man. Like guys used to like break fingers catching his passes.
yeah, I remember hearing about that.
You know what
Um,
I'm saying? Which is fucking insane. You know, I mean, he used to just get the ball out so quick out of his hands that he would break fingers. Uh, yeah, I would have
yeah,
loved to
I
see
remember
Dan
when I played
Marino in
quarterback.
today's offense.
The especially the running backs or even some of the wide receivers, you throw the ball too hard. Like, how you want me to throw the doggone ball? I got to get that on it.
Well, and it's like, yeah, you know, I'm
But
getting people. People are coming at me trying to hit me. So it's
yeah,
like Dan Marino
I'm
wasn't mobile, you know. So he was
at
just a run
all.
pocket guy.
Yeah.
So it was like when pass rushers are getting to him, he's just getting that ball out. You know, he's throwing it before the receivers even turn around. It's on him.
Yep.
It'd
That
be
was the
exciting to see
whole.
that.
Bring this up.
But that's my problem with Mac Jones. Mac Jones does not have that arm talent,
Yeah.
and he has to beat you with accuracy. So we have to see how that's going to work.
Yeah. Well, it's like I honestly I don't get into all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I used to look at the combine and all that, and when when these players get drafted and all that, I used to watch it all the time, and I would know a lot more about these players when they come into the league. But I ain't gonna lie, man. The last probably 5 years or so, I ain't been on it. I ain't been on it like now having a show. I'm gonna have to be on it a lot more, going forward. But I don't, because you over here talking about arm strength and all this stuff here. I don't be putting
Well,
not
no,
that
I'm
I'm,
saying like arm talent. Like, look, Mac Jones doesn't have like elite arm talent. You know what I'm saying? We're talking
yeah,
about like the Patrick Mahomes, the Aaron Rodgers, the Justin Herberts, the Josh Allens. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, like, there's just certain guys that can just they have cannons. They can
oh yeah.
the Anthony Richardsons. You know, these guys flick their wrists and the ball goes 60, 70 yards. So it's,
I mean, I was like
that
Vic.
is yeah,
Um,
Vic. You know, I mean, Lamar Jackson has decent arm talent. Who else? Another quarterback.
I remember Brandon
There's some
Cunningham back
decent
in the day
quarterbacks
used
with
to
some
throw
arm.
that
Joe
thing.
Burrow. Joe
Um,
Burrow's got some arm talent. Yeah, I mean, there's just certain guys like Jalen Hurts. There's guys that just can throw the ball differently, and
yeah,
Mac Jones just isn't there, right?
isn't
He's a
that
guy
guy?
that's going to beat you with that accuracy. That's what he's going to do. Stafford's
Yeah,
got that arm talent too. He's got that elite arm talent. There's just some guys just don't have it. They just can't get the ball 50, 60 yards.
down the field.
They
For the
got to get you in. They got to get you in stride. They got to throw you a
Russell
jump
Wilson.
ball. They got
I
to
don't
throw
know.
you a. Russell Wilson's got some elite. He's known for the moon balls. He's got elite
Yeah,
arm
yeah,
talent.
he throw that thing high, but that thing dropped right in there. Oh yeah,
Yeah, no. He's got that 60 yard moon ball. You know
yeah,
what I mean? That shit comes down from the ceiling lights, you know? But yeah, Mac Jones, he's decent, but he's not gonna move the needle, you know, shredding you up with his arm with like four 30, 40 yard passes. You know, he's gonna get you with some dink and dunks and screen you to death and all that bullshit.
yeah. You can take
Which
a
ain't
look
gonna
at
beat elite defenses, man. That's not going to beat the Jets.
Say that
That's
again.
not going. The way that Mac Jones has to play is not going to beat the Jets, the Bills, or the Dolphins, in my opinion.
Yeah. We'll see, man. I like I said, I have. I just feel like I don't think Belichick gonna let another year run around and have a lackluster year.
He's going to
But
win games.
it may happen. But
He's going to win games, but really, it's not going to be all Belichick if his quarterback isn't playing up the par. You know.
yeah, I'm just
That,
putting upon him. Okay, we got this full year. Last year they had a full year too. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
To be able to put this man in positions, to be able to put him in positions and Matt Jones not lose the game. I mean, he played against top tier talent. I know we talked about it that going through Alabama, that you have so much talent around you that it's probably hard. I can probably go out there and probably win 8-9 games. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he's seen elite talent, coming at him playing in the SEC too. So, and obviously NFL is different. But if you can get everything around you set up nice, I think it can be a beautiful thing for Matt Jones, even if he's just out there taking care of the ball, not making dumb plays. I think that's the position that Belichick gets him in this year, and after that, the next 2 years he'll start probably taking off. That's the way I feel about it. Don't know if that's what's going to happen, but we'll see.
It's possible. I mean, it's possible for him to have some good pieces around him and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Anybody who out there, y'all want to come on the show? If you're on YouTube, definitely we got the link in the description or in the thing, and then also you want to call into the show, bang bang boogie. We got that in there too, right there. Call in show. You want to call in? Come on in. You know what I'm saying? You go to YouTube.
but
Um, that's the show to get in. That's the you want to be on the show. But bang bang boogie right there. If you want to call in, let us know. Anyway, I'll keep that up there for a little
but
minute.
I feel you with the Belichick thing, man. I feel you with the Belichick thing. But I'm just saying, I don't think Belichick really.
You don't think Belichick
I don't
moves the
think he's.
needle like I do?
I just don't think he pushes. I don't think he has a team to move the needle like he needs. His defense, yeah, his defense can compete, but I don't know. He needs an offense that's going to put up points. You know, I don't know if they're going to put up points, man. I really don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see how they score.
Yeah. So I mean, really, I don't care that much, but it just I like to think I know what I'm talking about too when I'm talking about Belichick and Brady. You know what I'm saying? People say it's all Brady. In the beginning, I thought it was Belichick. In the end, I thought it was Brady. That's the way I feel about it. And I think Belichick at least can do the same thing he did for Brady, but also it got to be the smarts of the quarterback as well. So that's going to tell a lot about old boy Matt Jones. I mean, I'm not saying he has to be a Tom Brady mentally, but can he be good enough, to be a Matt Castle? And obviously Matt Castle was one season. Don't get me twisted, but he went 11-5 that season. Also, they didn't make the playoffs,
Yeah,
but they had a good year for a backup quarterback. Can he at
if
least
he
be
can give
that?
you a Matt Castle year, if he can be at least Matt Castle on the Patriots, like if he can give you that kind of production, if he can give you that Jimmy Garoppolo production on the Patriots, then yes, I would take that for Mac Jones. That is competitive. They can be competitive with that because they're going to have such a great defense.
Yeah,
Now, if you tell me that he's going to be less than that, I'm going to go ahead and say,
it's over.
I don't know. I do. No, I'm not doing that.
We got
But no, I just don't think he. I just don't think he. If he can't do at least that, then they're going to get rid of him. Personally, so they're my
oh yeah,
they're my question mark
the
team in
year.
the division. They're my question mark team. I'll say it
Huh?
like that. They're gonna be my question mark team. They're gonna be my sleeper. You know, could make some noise, but everything would have to go right.
Yeah.
Like
Who
getting
you-
DeAndre Hopkins, that would have been nice. They didn't do that.
What he went to? I thought he went to Tennessee. Thought that was stupid, my opinion. But hey, I mean, because out there you don't have the greatest quarterback in the world. You got a nice run game, but just like you say, he got some wheels on him too. So we'll see how that goes this year. But you don't have. I don't know. I'd rather go to a real. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if Belichick if that would have been the way to go either. But um, let's see. Let's see how it go. Let's see. The Jets can finish off a perfect 2023 season. Has been a wild one for the Jets. All starting with Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, the New York has
You
filed
still
has
think they're
failed.
gonna go perfect?
No, hell no, no. No, this highlight was saying how the New York Jets can finish off a perfect 2023 off season. Off season. Just who's that? Jet sign Aaron Allen. That's a wide receiver. Didn't he play for Lazard? He played with Aaron Rodgers last year, didn't he? Um,
Yeah, he's on the Jets now.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He played with Aaron Rodgers last year.
CJ Uzama, he played with Joe Burrow on the Bengals. Went to the Super Bowl. I mean, they got some good players on that offense, man. People are fucking sleeping on them like they're gonna be like mediocre. I think they're gonna make some fucking noise.
Defensive tackle Jet sign Quentin Jefferson, also strong safety Chuck Clark. While the
Some
Jets non-rock
falsos.
positions have generally been modest in terms of both cost and regimen. The New York, I'm about to say Knicks, have actually made multiple attempts to pursue household name stars Fletcher Cox, Lewis Campbell. Damn, he's still playing. Odell Beckham Jr. Man, he went to the Ravens though, so not gonna knock that. Um, and I think they going deep into the playoffs, if not to the Super Bowl. The Ravens roller coaster for
I
the
think
Jets.
the Ravens are going to the Super Bowl. I gotta put in my bet for 500 on them.
Watching for the fan base.
Make
Yeah,
sure
that's
I lock in that $500 bet. Super Bowl.
man. Let's see what they got for Aaron Rodgers. The Jets obviously got Aaron Rodgers. The Packers get 2023 second round pick number 42. 42. That's fairly early in the second round.
That's not.
2023.
I mean,
Well,
honestly, nah, man. That's kind of a great deal for the Jets, in my opinion. You didn't have to give up a first
no,
round pick.
I think so too.
Did they give up any players?
According to this, pick number 112, additional 24 third round pick can upgrade to a first round based on that. And wide receiver Corey Davis is the only actual player they gave up.
Wow. I mean, I feel like that's a great trade.
Yeah, I think so as well. Definitely. I mean, how many years Aaron Rodgers have left? Probably
I feel
two,
bad for Corey Davis.
three. Oh, they got an old boy down there. Cap, what's his name? Love.
Talking about Jordan Love.
Yeah. Over at Green Bay, Corey Davis is a candidate to be included in the trade for the Packers. And Rodgers a whole open up in the Packers wide receiver room when the Jets signed Alan Lazard. Davis can replace his big body presence over the middle, serve as a veteran presence for Jordan Love in the first season as a starter. For the purpose of the dream scenario, my main incentive for throwing Davis into the trade package was to gain some cap relief.
Jesus Christ.
A bigger move later on.
Oh, poor guy. He was traded like cattle.
Oh yeah, he probably done. Cut Jordan Whitehead. Surprising, Jordan Whitehead remains on the Jets roster. Right, Whitehead will have a cap hit of 10.2 million in 2023, which is set to rank 11th, highest among safeties. That's extremely difficult to justify based on Whitehead's 2022 performance. The Jets can cut Whitehead and save 7.25 million in the cap space while eating 2.98 million on the dead cap. This seems like a no-brainer at the start of the season and is only more enticing after the Jets acquire potential replacement Chuck Clark. I don't know. I don't know when this was written because
That's fucking nuts. They're talking about cutting their safety that they just paid.
by trading Davis and releasing Whitehead, the Jets could clear 17.75 million cap room. This space is be crucial in executing the next move. So I don't know when this was written, but it seemed like that's definitely something to do, especially if you just picked up a wide receiver and you just picked up a safety. Oh yeah, this is old because it's talking about a trade for DeAndre Hopkins.
No. I mean, the problem is with that move, if I'm being real, is you don't need to clear up the 17 point whatever million because Aaron Rodgers renegotiated his deal.
Say that again.
Aaron Rodgers renegotiated his deal.
Yeah, but still, if you're trading a guy and you just signed a guy to the same position and you just picked up a wide receiver that Aaron Rodgers is probably comfortable with, and you let go another one and say the 17.5, 17, whatever it was, I think that's pretty smooth.
Aaron Rodgers saved them $35 million over the next 2 years.
Okay, but now you just add more money to it. But you can add more talent around him because you got to think about how big is his window. His window isn't that big.
Chuck Clark is old now. You talking about like Chuck Clark? Like he's young. Like you don't have him as your starting safety. They're not cutting Tariq Whitehead for Chuck Clark. I'm telling you that right now.
I'm just saying.
They're idiots.
I'm just saying because they said he had a lackluster year.
See if they drafted one. See if they drafted a safety. Because if they drafted one, then that would make sense.
I doubt they drafted him. Yeah. I'm on saying, give me something. All right, let me bring this up here. Who they drafted? I gotta catch up on this reading over here. Sit and Politic over there. He didn't want to be on the show because I was gonna hurt his feelings.
Yeah, because if they drafted a corner, I mean a safety, then at least they have a backup plan. Because Chuck Clark is old, man. The Ravens let him go for a reason.
Let's see here. We catch up on Sit and Politic over there. Patriots are in trouble if they continue to struggle. Kraft is going to have to wrestle Belichick to get him to leave. There'll be something to do with Belichick coaching style as well. Without MVP level quarterback willing to co-sign, you treating a bunch of grown men like high school players. Jets could be a problem, but it's a lot for all these parts to come together in 1 year. Hey, the Rams did it. But yeah, you are right. They might make a move for Baccarati. I have no clue how to say that.
Bakhtiari, whatever.
All-star team.
He's not. They're not trading him. They said
Say what now?
the Packers said they won't trade him.
They won't trade him.
They said they won't trade him.
Dalvin Cook was a huge pickup. Yes, he was. Hey, by the way, Sit and Politic, I told you back in the day when Dalvin Cook was a rookie, he was going to be a problem. Oh, he was talking all this mess about Dalvin Cook. I'm like, dude, I watched him torture my Miami Hurricanes. He was the only player they had. They check down, throw it to him, give it to him. Whatever they did to him, he can probably kick the ball at that time. And he was successful. But anyway, let's see about these draft picks. Did they draft a tight end? New York Jets first round draft pick. I don't know what position this is though. Will McDonald, fourth.
Oh yeah, they drafted a DN. They drafted a pass.
Oh, that says edge, I guess. So that's a DN. Then I'm assuming this is center Joe Tripman. Oh, computer tripping.
You said who?
Computer tripping. Offensive tackle, Carter Warren, Israel, running back something, Zaire Barnes, linebacker, defensive back, LSU, Derek Bernard Converse, Jared Bernard Converse. It just says DB, so I'm assuming. Well, I don't know. It could be a slot. That could be.
It could be a hybrid.
Yeah. And Zach Kuntz, tight end, Old Dominion. That was the draft picks.
Well, they really catered to Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, got to be more careful. But what now?
They really catered to Aaron Rodgers, man. It's crazy.
See, I never thought that one was trash. You didn't say it was trash, but you was just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No, it was a good draft. I'm just saying they catered to the offense, which.
No, I was talking about that. I'm Sit and Politic over there. Who was scared to come on the show because he seen who I had his team. Hey, Sit and Politic, if you ain't see, yeah, I moved y'all up a spot. Y'all were fourth. Jets, Buffalo, the Dolphins. Two are gonna get hurt, and then Patriots will finish last, I guess. I did have the Patriots above y'all, but Deuce made me. No, I didn't. I had Buffalo last actually, but Deuce convinced me to go and move them up, But if the AFC East end up being the best division in football, then y'all will make the playoffs as a wild card. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not the best
First
division.
off, Christian McCaffrey and Leonard Fournette was better or something. And Bears and picks as usual. Yeah. Bang, bang, boogie. Yeah.
Well,
shots fired.
Yeah, shots definitely fired. I think. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, that defense is so elite on the corners. I mean, do the safeties really matter though?
I would say honestly, instinctive safeties matter, and maybe big hit safeties. But then it's almost hard to be a big hit safety in today's football. Picks of a man that hasn't watched football since Troy Aikman retired. Why are you hating, Cole?
I mean, safeties matter.
There's the number. Say what now?
The safeties matter, but it's just you gotta think about it, man. You got
they definitely matter. but I'm saying instinctive. Just having a knack for the ball, having being in position, obviously. But just I think instinctive safeties matter.
Okay.
Really, really matter because if I don't know how to say this, but if you're lacking anywhere on the field on defensively, you don't want it to be your corners, and you don't want it to be your defensive line or the ends, or really your linebackers. If I would say anybody, I would probably point to the safeties, and I know that's shitty to say because of all the passing offense that they have today going on. Um, but I feel like if I'm gonna have a week, I think that's the hardest position to have weak if unless you're instinctive and you can because really you're just watching almost. I mean, you might have a position. Obviously, you have a position on the field, but you standing back to be able to see everything.
Well, the safety is usually the last line of defense.
Yep.
Having a good safety is great, but if you can have a great defensive line and great corners, your safety play doesn't have to be that great in the pass game. They just have to be able to tackle.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting at. Definitely come up and fill the gaps to tackle. Um, because if your D line can get pressure, the quarterback is going to make mistakes, which would then help out everybody on that defensive side. But definitely, the safeties because they won't be able to get as deep, and stuff like that. So,
and that's the main thing. I mean, just getting a pass rush and you having two elite corners on the outside is amazing. I mean, they have great linebackers too. Their linebacking core is top 5 in the NFL. So, it'll be interesting to see how people compete against that team this year now that they can actually score points. Because last year they couldn't score points. This year they're going to be able to put up a lot of points. So
it should be. I mean, I'm gonna play a little bit of devil's advocate on that part because this is Aaron Rodgers' first year, and kind of like what Sit and Politics said, you got to have all that come together. And if they're going to be beatable, it's going to be definitely early in the season when they don't have everything together. If that's the case,
the way that team is competing, I just in training camp, I think they're gonna be a well-oiled machine.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna come out rolling. Like, I mean, they may start a little slow, but I think the offense is gonna click, man.
Yeah, very possible. Yet to be seen. We'll see, and I think that's gonna happen too. To be honest, pretty much right out the gate, they've had pretty much a full off season. Then you got a veteran quarterback leader. Then Devin Cook in the backfield, a veteran at this point. Should know some, the basics of football, obviously. And then I don't know the coach, but he gonna have to put up or shut up today.
Oh, Robert Salah.
Bang bang boogie.
Yeah. Robert Salah, he's a decent coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's a defensive coach, though. I mean, they're all. I mean, I don't think they had bad play calling last year, man. I just think they had bad quarterback play.
Well, Zach, what was his name? Zach, I was sitting politic, want to chime in. Now he mad. I can see him in the background. He all huffing and puffing, about to blow the house down. He over there like this. Yeah. Yeah, him over there. Sit and Politic.
Sir, no, man. Yeah, you guys have been talking a lot of bullshit, honestly. So I'm happy to hop on here and bring some credibility to the show tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy you chimed in. You know what I'm saying? You're looking like
hold up. Yeah,
Matt Papa Bear. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was doing over there. I'm gonna huff and puff and blow your house down.
And I mean, I think I think that division, like I said before, I think that division is going to be fun to watch. One of the funner divisions this year. I mean, football in general is going to be good.
I
It's going
agree.
to be like last year. I think this year is going to be what we thought last year was, where we see a lot of close games, a lot of barn burners. It's going to
Yeah.
be a pretty crazy betting year. I'll say it like that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good year this year. That's why I asked about buying NFL ticket. I think I might get it this year. This year I'll hopefully be able to sit down, relax, and actually watch some football. Because the last and see your device is not connected, so it won't even let me bring you on here. Um, so like I said, the last 4 or 5 years or whatever, you know what I mean, I've been working on Sundays. Uh, haven't really been getting to catch up even on Saturdays. But now technically, hopefully, I'll be available to catch these college games and catch these NFL games on Saturdays and Sundays. I've always been able to catch the Monday night, Sunday night, Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night games. Sit and Politic back. But this year, definitely, I think I'm gonna get the NFL ticket. Depending upon how much it costs. If it's free, I'm definitely getting it. Now let me stop. Hopefully, I plan on getting it this year.
Remind me
What
to
up,
tell you
Sit
how to get it for
Politics?
free, brother.
Huh?
I said, remind me to tell you how to get it for free.
And Politics, what's happening, sir?
Hey, right
You're
now
back.
I'm trying to put in the title to the stream. It's Sit and Politics.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I'm in here. Locked in. Yeah, I mean your picks, brother. They look ass backwards. I almost had to unsubscribe, and I don't want to suggest anybody do that. But those picks were ass backwards, brother.
Yeah. I don't know. Your audio is kind of like
Okay.
I don't know, robotic almost. But I heard what you said. You know what I'm saying? So you want the Patriots first, the Dolphins second, the Bills third, and the Jets last.
Here, nah. I'm gonna figure out my audio.
All
I
right.
think.
I see the Twitch
I mean,
thing
I don't
up
know.
there.
I like the.
Yes, sir.
Ooh,
Can you hear me now?
I
Can
can
you hear me
hear
now?
you. It's not that I can't hear you. It's just I can hear you. Yes. It's just it sounds
Shitty.
I don't know. Yeah. Don't come out Polk County in the house. And let me get one of them.
Yeah. Does it sound any better? Or I'll switch devices.
That's a little better.
A little better. Well, if it's bad, let me know, brother. I want to fuck up the stream.
That's better. I need to get on Twitch, cuz. Give me some Twitch followers. I can see it in the thing.
Yeah, no, you should get on Twitch, man. I've had more success with Twitch than I have Facebook, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've streamed on my personal Facebook to people I know. I get the least amount of followers on there opposed to YouTube and, or not followers, but people watching, opposed to YouTube, Twitch. So Twitch, I've also got some random followers too, people that have come over to YouTube. So.
Yeah, I think on YouTube they just watch. I mean, Facebook. I think Facebook they just watch it, and then they don't go to YouTube and subscribe to it. But really, if you get enough followers, but I guess that'll be a separate page. I guess maybe I got to create a separate page for Facebook. And then because of Facebook, you can get monetized too. And they say it's better than YouTube.
That's interesting. I have a separate Facebook for Sit and Politic, but I usually do my personal one because there's more people on there. On the one for Sit Politic, there's like 40 people or something like that.
Yeah.
My personal, I'm like however many hundreds on there. Just a bunch of fucking bums that I barely know. Fuck them all. If you're watching this, fuck you.
Yeah, I do mine too. My personal.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I'm bullshit. It might be something to do with like how it's pushed through Facebook, because and like how it shows up to people through Facebook. Because I heard you last time saying that you only had one person watch it too, and I know people interact with your shit on Facebook. So
yeah. So I have
yes.
Facebook open on my phone, so I can see if somebody's, if they comment or something, because I can't see the comments through StreamYard.
Got you. So, I mean, maybe on StreamYard too, maybe there's been more interaction on Facebook. I just haven't seen it because I've been on StreamYard. Twitch, they'll show you Twitch comments on StreamYard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't do a Facebook one. That sucks.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess it's kind of like Instagram, because Instagram, I guess you can't even, you gotta stream it separately.
Yeah, that's what I told Deuce. I've told Deuce before, like, bro, while we're doing this, you should be doing just like Instagram or something. The only issue is you have to use a phone. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think you can use like your roadcaster and shit, but I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, you'll probably have to use your phone because of the way that it shows
Formats.
The formatting.
That's possible, yeah. So either way, but did you already do the Dolphins, by the way?
Yeah, we talked about the sorry Dolphins.
Yeah,
we talked about Marvin.
I mean, we can talk about it again because they suck. And we just said, basically, we said Tua's going to get hurt and the season's over.
Wow. Fucking compelling takes there, guys. You got this guy playing fucking 2K, can't even fucking look at the camera while he's talking to it. You're over here, goddamn it. Okay, and eating a fucking cereal like it's a fucking mukbang, like anybody who tunes in and wants to see that. And then you got fucking kid over here he hasn't seen football since fucking he was playing football. So what the fuck is even going on? Like, let me actually come in here. Let me come in here. I'll be engaged. I'll tell you about what the sports I actually watch. The Miami Dolphins, listen, they're finishing second in that division at least.
No, they're not.
At least.
No, they're not.
He trying to come over here with
I'm a reasonable Dolphins fan. At least second place.
You're not a reasonable
possibly first.
Third all day.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you said that because
you're not a reasonable anything fan, by the way.
Okay, well, I don't see what. I mean, where do you get that?
Huh?
Where do you get that from?
Racist there, brother.
Put it in the order. Likely impact 27 transactions through April 3rd. Jalen Ramsey trade. Oh, he hurt.
The injuries are a problem, no doubt. Like I said, the injuries are a problem. That's why I think that the Bills probably go ahead and they hold it down for the division. They've gotten better. They've made a few moves. Like, I actually think the Damian Harris move is going to be that's going to be an underrated move. I think he could be a 1,000-yard rusher for him. James Cook being their change of pace back, like that's a whole nother fold to their offense that you could be adding. Plus having everybody in that offense in this new offense now for the second year in a row. I really like what they're probably doing. It's just so stable over there. I love that. I admire that.
What do you put the Jets? So you putting the Jets third, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm going to say the Jets come in third. So Aaron Rodgers is a prick, and whenever anything goes the wrong way, he tends to rub people the wrong way and make his teammates hate him. So the fact that everybody's
come over here with all emotion, talking about he's a prick, and you don't like him because he's a prick. So they're not going to be good. Is he
not a prick? Is he not a prick? I'm going to ask you that. Is he not a prick?
I don't know the man, so I'm just saying.
All right. Well, you know that's fine because you also don't watch football. So I'll ask Denzel. At least he watches football. Hey, Denzel, brother, is Aaron Rodgers a prick? And does everybody fucking know that?
Yeah, everybody know that, but still.
Okay, thank you. Come on,
douchebag.
Coming over here with emotion.
Jesus Christ.
Emotion.
What are you talking about? I'm saying the most influential player in the locker room. And the most influential player in that locker room is a selfish prick player who's coming in at the end of their career, was talking about retiring, has decided to come to New York on a whim, has a second-year head coach. Like, come on, man. There's a lot of problems there. If we're projecting. Go ahead.
I mean, all the hissy fits Tom Brady has had over the years, we've seen it on the sideline to the point to where they actually had to fine him for tearing up the
Who are you comparing to Tom Brady right now?
We are talking about he's a prick. Who cares about that? We care about W's and L's. That's all. Eat that W.
Yeah. So
we ain't talking about no prick. I mean, you might want to see that's the problem with today's society. Everybody's soft as cotton. We talking about because he's a prick. If he say something, he's gonna hurt your feelings. No, you get out there, you on the football field, baby. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Bang bang,
right.
Yeah.
All right. So once again, that message has been brought to you by somebody that watches one game a year. Just so you know, hasn't played football since fucking 1967. So whatever the fuck we're talking about right now. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm just letting you know, leadership matters, attitude matters. You know what I mean? That affects whatever area you're in, and take that from the lowest level of society, as far as like smallest group of people, and then make it bigger. His influence on a big group of people, with a person whose leadership hasn't really been challenged, Robert Saleh, and who the fuck knows about their upper leadership, there's a lot of question marks. I think I like stability. I appreciate stability.
In the country, basically the biggest market in the country. So he's going to get on the microscope. And so he's going to come to that new team. Of course, going back to the last... Is that a
good thing? I'm confused. What's that? Okay.
He's going to act right. Because going back to the last 4 or 5 years in Green Bay, what did they do? They didn't give this man no offensive help. They didn't get no wide receivers, and he was pissed off about it, of course. You didn't hear about Aaron Rodgers being a prick earlier in his career when they were winning Super Bowls.
Yes, you did. You heard about it the entire time. The entire time you heard
about it. I hear about it. And now all of a sudden, he's this big old prick that he got mad because they kept drafting defensive players and not getting this man no help on offense. Then they got rid of his top wide receiver, or let him go, or whatever happened with Devontae Adams. You know what I'm saying? So now this man rejuvenated up there in New York and gonna come the ball because he's a bad man. Yeah, be more careful, boy. I tell you.
All right. Hey, let the ad libs do the work. I appreciate that. I think that's the best part of the show, to be honest. But no, look, I think that for you, brother, you're putting a lot of stock into what Tom Brady did so well. We didn't expect for him to come in there and win a Super Bowl. He came in and he really did implement kind of like a version of a really tried and true like organizational strategy, as far as like the Patriot way. So everybody started to act like Tom Brady because that's the influence. So everybody acted like Aaron Rodgers, which I already kind of see it, to be honest. Like when things are going good, it seems like Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback. Everybody's having a good time. They're playing jokes on the sideline. Like, we'll see how that goes in, week 8. If you drop, 3 games at the beginning of the season, 4 games at the beginning of the season. And then he used to get upset. Do you remember when his response to reporters would always be like, just relax. Just relax. Yeah. Okay, let's see how that works when you have a motherfucker in Wisconsin asking you putting the nicest sauce on the question. Like, maybe do you think we could do a little bit better, don't you know? Like, that's the kind of shit that you're getting over there in Wisconsin. In New York, they're going to be like, hey, bro, look, you haven't won a fucking Super Bowl since, like year 3 or whatever, year 4 if you started. Like, we're wondering when the fuck you're going to do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Who on the Jets been to the playoffs? Who on the Jets been to the playoffs, let alone a Super Bowl?
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? We're talking about the media. What are you even talking about? So, yeah, no, it's not this. The reporters are going to ask the reporter shit. They're going to say, when the fuck are you going to deliver? How soon? Okay, and then what's his attitude in the locker room going to be? Is he going to act like a petulant child like usual? Probably. So we'll see. I'm counting on that. As a Dolphins fan, I'm counting on it.
Hey, Wisconsin, he was mad at y'all.
Aaron Rodgers.
Being Aaron Rodgers.
Move.
Being a pouty dickhead. Not taking accountability for anything. Like, yeah. And then
why you describing LeBron? We talking about football, man. Stop.
And by the way, you know what? I'm really interested to see how the team that almost went to the playoffs with shitbags as quarterbacks to look at Aaron Rodgers when he starts talking spicy to them, and they're like, motherfucker, as rookies, we turned this bitch around damn near and brought it to the playoffs. You were over there fumble fucking with whoever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? You could.
Though, so I don't know if they'll do that.
Well, oh, bro. Well, no, I'm saying it'll all depend on the reaction from Aaron Rodgers. So, I mean, look, if Aaron Rodgers can go there and he can, you know, like, I guess change his way of, or maybe he's not even the leader at this point. I don't know. But I imagine you pay him that bag, you allow him to pick the fucking team around him. You want to talk about LeBron? Yeah, this motherfucker's like, give me the shitty receiver from my old team that I couldn't do shit with there.
Yeah, so I can blame him. Yeah, that's what LeBron would do.
Yeah, we could barely get.
I can blame him and not go to his Hall of Fame speech. But anyway, that's
we could barely get on the same fucking page over there in Wisconsin. Go ahead and give him a raise, please, and bring him over here.
Yeah, the last 4 or 5 years, they didn't want to get the man no help.
Bro, he wanted everybody from the team though.
LeBron,
okay, he didn't have any help, but he wanted everybody from the fucking team that he played on. Give me a break.
He what?
Okay, listen. This is why you gotta watch. This is why you gotta watch it. Yeah, you're saying he didn't have help yet. His first request when he got there was, give me everybody that I just played with. Give me Alan Lazard. Give me fucking Randall Cobb. Give me a break, bro. Give me fucking Bacerati. Like, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So now maybe that speaks to his kind of like, you know, maybe like weak level. Well, no, I'm just keeping it negative, to be honest. His ability.
Gronk, come out of retirement, Cole. I need you. Gronk, come on, man.
Yeah. So I mean, but think about all the pieces that he got
New England. So stop it.
And they went and upgraded in the draft specifically by Tom Brady's request. Tom Brady went and asked for a fucking tackle. I don't remember what they got. I think they drafted decent. When did they get first round in?
War?
No, yeah. I know the Bucks did. I'm asking the Jets. Oh. Yeah, I don't remember.
The Jets got.
I had it up there.
Just went over it.
Yeah, I remember seeing.
They drafted a defensive end.
Okay. Yeah, the defense.
Yeah, so we'll see how that helps fucking Aaron Rodgers this next year. Front offices are still spitting in his fucking face when it comes draft day.
The rest of the draft was offense. The rest of the draft was offense.
Yeah.
All right, well, all right, well, look,
they did
at the end of the day,
shit on his face, though.
Yeah, at the end of the day, look, I think they'll probably be better. Last year, we had the same situation. We had two teams go to the playoffs. The Jets just barely missed it. I think it'll be a repeat of that. Unless, to your guys' point, Tua gets hurt, he's out for a long period of time. But
I think as long as Tua can consistently be a great quarterback, at the tail end of that season, he's a little fucking shaky.
Yeah, he was fucking concussed, obviously. So he was literally sat out. He was sat out for the rest of the season. Bro, he was sat out for the rest of the fucking season because they were like, this is so bad. You might not even. Bro, no, my point is after the next one, they were like, this is so bad, you might not ever be able to play football again. Do you not remember? Like, that's what they were saying?
Yeah,
because
so
he had so many within a short period of time.
Look, I'm assuming he's going to be on the field. Now, if you're saying like just like Aaron Rodgers, we're going to assume he's a total dickhead, slime piece of shit, like he's always been. Then I think it's fair to say that maybe Tua, because he's been hurt a lot. Okay, he probably. I don't even want to say that. You know what I mean? That could happen. He can get hurt again. I'm not trying.
But I know you don't want to speak that into existence.
Yeah, I don't want to be too specific. But I'm just saying. Yeah.
Do you think it'll be a clavicle this time, or?
Oh my God! Look, they went almost all defense, brother. What the fuck were we even talking about? Well, I'm not gonna say all defense.
They got a center, offensive.
Oh, that's the first round. Okay.
Linebacker. So the first, they get three of the first 5 picks were offense.
And they got 2 offensive linemen. Israel.
Trying to help them out.
Abani Kanda. Woof. All right.
Oh no, he's a good running back out of Pitt. He's nice.
Yeah.
That's my dog.
Yeah.
They got a nice little staple of running backs over there. They're kind of okay. I actually like their running backs. Brees Hall, Pitt running back, and then Dalvin Cook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their wide receivers.
They all do the same. They all do the same thing though, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, but their wide receivers are really overrated because they want to give all the money to fucking Aaron Rodgers' friends. so they can come over and fucking jerk him off while he's in his dark place. So I think that the reality is
they got Garrett Wilson over there.
That's it. The rest of those motherfuckers are scrubs for real. Like, what are we even talking about? Garrett Wilson is nice. I'll give you that. Yeah. They went and got Alan Lazard and Randall Cobb. That's real. Pull up the wide receivers. Because I know they might have Elijah Moore still. I don't know. But last time I heard.
They traded them.
Okay, yeah, he was saying, fuck you. He's like, these motherfuckers don't know how to run an organization. I got drafted. I didn't get no fucking play time. Well, all right, man, look. I don't want to hear he was tripping. I don't want to hear he was tripping from motherfuckers that defended fucking chosen goddamn Robbie Anderson. Fucking stupid motherfucker. But yeah, all right.
The thing is, he was mad because he wasn't getting passes because Zach Wilson was trash. So he literally got himself traded. It was literally a joke.
Miko Hardman.
Focus. Oh, that's a good move.
Bro, this is like this is like when motherfuckers say Juju Smith-Schuster was a good move. I throw up in my mouth when I hear that. These are people shooting. These are people shooting for the bottom of the fucking goddamn division. I'm disgusted by this shit. No. I'm not talking about the Chiefs. I'm talking about when people say that for the Patriots. Like when they say Juju is a good move. I'm like, give me a fucking break, bro. He went and won a championship with Patrick Mahomes and couldn't even be the number one fucking receiver. It was Travis Kelce. Don't fucking act like he was, goddamn, because I hear you trying to defend him and come out your fucking mouth for that.
Travis Kelce's been there fucking longer.
And he's better. So much better. Like, what are we even talking about?
Yeah,
but they asked number 2 because I don't think Juju was a number 1. He was always the number 2.
No.
And when old boy was there, whatever his name is.
No, it's fine. I'm not saying
he took half the coverage.
Acting like he was ever supposed to be.
Juju is a number 2 to a great number 1. That's obviously what it is. If he doesn't have a great number 1, then he's gonna look like a shitty fucking receiver.
I wouldn't say that.
But give me an example when he hasn't looked like a fucking shitball.
He played with a shit Big Ben, bro. He played with a shit.
Oh man, come on, stop.
Be real.
Stop, bro. We just so receivers or whoever, you could get your stats with playing with the shitty team. We were looking at DeAndre fucking Hopkins. It didn't matter what fucking receiver he goddamn played with. So like, don't make total excuses for
perennial fucking.
I agree. We're talking about a low level number 2. So I mean, I think we're in agreement.
Yeah, no, we're not. You're fucking pushing the argument.
I
mean, fucking DeAndre Hopkins is not a good example. He's literally a Hall of Famer, brother. I mean, we're talking about just a good, you know what I'm saying, like a Keenan Allen, you know, like a, you know what I'm saying, just a good number 1 guy.
When Antonio Brown was gone, Juju's production immediately drastically fell off. And that is when hold up, let me finish. That's when they should have, in theory, right? Because Antonio Brown, 150 targets a year goes down. That's when, in theory, it obviously should have went up, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Juju. He
holy shit! Like, golly, I could never trust him after that. Like, what are we even talking about? What are you looking at right here,
brother?
No, this your team. It's your team. All
right.
Not draft pick, but 27.
Yeah. Juju, first off, my team didn't trust him. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Listen,
Mahomes.
Okay, the Patriots trusted him this year, and as a Dolphins fan, I love that. I think that's great. So you know what? I'm happy. I think all parties should be happy at the end of the day. They're happy they got their guy. I'm happy they got their guy. I'm also happy they have Mac Jones. That's why they're going to be at the bottom of the fucking division. It's not even a question.
Yeah, I was saying that.
Yeah, we're over them if Mike White plays half the season. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, like Mike White is Mac Jones. I don't even understand I don't even see a difference.
Well, Mike.
I mean, you like Mike Jones.
I would say Mike White probably has better arm talent.
Yeah, you might be right on that. Yeah, Mike White. Yeah, if we don't keep him over Skylar Thompson.
Position. I mean, I think we talked about this earlier, but Jeff Wilson and
Raheem Mostert. We got Myles Gaskin. You said what?
They put together 1,600 yards last year.
Oh, okay, nice.
How you feel about these guys?
I wanted that to be a situation that got upgraded for sure. I wasn't really.
He lobbied for that.
Yeah, I wasn't super in love with. Well, I'm not in love with any of those guys as a number one back. I like them as a committee. So I mean, if we do have to write it out with them, I'm cool with it. But at the end of the day, I would have liked somebody that was a little bit more of a all-around reliable feature back. So I think Kareem Hunt's still out there. I still think that's something somebody should do. I think Miami Dolphins should do it. I don't know what the fuck the weight is.
Probably want too much money.
Yeah, it might be that. But with Dalvin Cook just signing, and for how much Dalvin Cook just signed for, I think that Dalvin Cook coming off of a team where he was the feature back, you could probably negotiate less for Kareem Hunt. So if you paid Dalvin Cook 8.6 or whatever it was, then I think you could get I think you can get Kareem in the 7s, maybe even 6s. To be honest, because he hasn't been trusted with the feature role. So if you promise him something like that on a 1-year deal, I think you can maybe make that deal happen. So that, as a Dolphins fan, if I was in the position to make the decision, I would do that, not even hesitate.
That would be a great pickup for y'all.
Yeah, I honestly don't even know if you would have to pay him that much. I'm curious how much he signs for.
I was thinking like $5 million.
Yeah, because it's like he was in a position, not that his talent doesn't command it, but it's like, and I'm sure that's what he's probably waiting on, because Deuce is probably right as far as like when he mentions that number, it's like he's probably coming in trying to argue off his talent and probably wants to be a number one guy, and then those other teams are probably saying like, well, hey, we haven't seen it in this long of a period, and holding that against him, I imagine. And that would be an effective tool though, because it is true. It's like, hey, you haven't been. We've barely seen you on the field.
I mean, he's a running back for me that you can get 3 great years out of. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, so
yeah.
Like, if I was Washington, I'd be like, you know what, bro? My running back room is kind of
5 to 6 or 5 to 7 even. I think 100%. I don't think you hesitate, especially if you have a situation like the Dolphins where you're close to the championship, and that's a piece. Like, we don't have a guy that I think you feel comfortable with handing the ball 20 times, and then he'll be there next week. Like, Raheem Mostert, you could do that to him, and we did. And the next thing we knew, he was like, yeah, no. Like, we're shutting it down for the season. So it's like...
I played with a torn labrum.
Well, actually, no, he didn't shut down for the season. He got hurt towards the beginning of the season. It was Jeff Wilson got hurt towards the middle of the season, right after we signed him, because Mostert got hurt, if I believe. And then he came back. And then he might have got hurt again, to be honest. They're injury-prone guys. It's no disrespect. That's my issue with a lot of our team, is that if all of them are healthy, I think that we could win the division for sure. We showed that last year when we competed with the Bills every single time we played them. We were within 3 points of beating them in the playoffs with Skylar fucking Thompson as our quarterback, and he played like shit. It's not like he came out and balled randomly. He still played like shit. Played like Skylar Thompson.
Like dog shit, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like
Tua's defense, Tua did play like shit the last time y'all played him.
But it doesn't. My point. That's not even my point. My point being is that we were competitive in all of those games against the Bills. So it's like we're definitely not a slouch if we're healthy. You know, I think there's a good chance we beat the Bills in the playoffs if Tua is there.
Y'all did get better.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and I think Mike McDaniel, you know, after another year of kind of like just getting the feel for being a coach, that was a lot coming in, man. He was coming in answering questions like, you know, well, how do you feel about your owner paying the previous coach to lose? You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a lot. There was a lot for them to turn around. I give a lot of credit. I feel like somebody that doesn't get enough credit for kind of like the culture shift. I actually give that credit to Tyreek Hill, similar to Tom Brady, where it's like he's much looser than Tom Brady, obviously, where it's like he's outwardly like very energetic and wants to have a lot of fun or whatever, wears fucking cheetah pants and shit. But at the same time, but at the same time, he's somebody that puts the work in. And you know, knows what it is to win the championship, knows what it is to play with great players. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. So yeah, I think that was. He deserves more credit.
And honestly, I mean, if you guys stay healthy, I actually do put y'all number 1 or 2 in the division. But I just don't trust that, to be honest. I mean, I hope I'm wrong and y'all stay healthy, because I like to see a healthy team, you know what I'm saying, fulfill their destiny, so to speak.
Sure.
I just really don't see it though.
I got them 2 or 3 making the playoffs.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I hope it's 2 or 1, or hopefully we finish fucking 4th and they blow that shit up and say these guys are fucking trash. We can't fucking sit here and lie to ourselves anymore. So definitely don't want a situation.
Would you want a tank? Okay, so say this.
No, I don't want a tank.
You lose the first 4 games of the season.
Yeah.
Are you like, fuck it, go for Drake May?
Probably not, because I feel really good about the team, to be honest, in general. But, you know.
Your owner might be thinking that way, though.
Oh, I would be probably asking. I'd probably be asking that question as far as like, probably still not tank, because at a point as a Dolphins fan, I would have thought that way. Like with the Andrew Luck years, I was thinking that, because we were just so trash. But at this point, we genuinely have a shot to, I think, challenge for a championship. So I don't think we could sit on that. Especially when we have players like Jalen Ramsey who will be returning later in the season. We'll see about Taron Armstead.
When did he tear his ACL? It was his ACL?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be coming back around week 11, 10. He said that he would be back sooner than that publicly, so we'll see. But me personally, I'm not one to ever like want anybody to rush back. I'd rather you come back on the right timetable and then just be available for the rest of the fucking year. Don't come back early and then you get hurt in the playoff game and you're fucking crying and you're like, I gave you guys everything. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that, brother. You need to fucking protect your goddamn knee.
We ain't fucking paying you everything.
Yeah. Fucking roll with it next time. Yeah. But we need Jalen Ramsey because honestly, the Xavier Howard situation, we don't know what's going to happen with that with the next coming off season. So that's an important player for us to have actually.
He might have some Epstein shit come out.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody posted. Wherever that got posted. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, who knows what the fuck.
He might be facing lawsuits like fucking Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I mean, that would be definitely a big deal, and especially with Jalen Ramsey being down. But that move is great. And especially great when you see shit like that coming out. So Xavier Howard, bro, if he's not gonna be locked down, baby, if you're not gonna be locked down, you can't be doing this shit. We gotta get you the fuck out of Miami.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're not worth the cover up scandal.
Yeah. we need a second or a third, hopefully for a sex offender.
Oh, have mercy.
Allegedly, maybe not. Who knows? Yeah, let me clean that
up. Well, he's not molesting children. He's just.
Well, brother, there's more than one. Let's not make it a fucking sex offender conversation, goddamn. Break down the word. Okay.
Yeah, he's
long pass.
He's Miami Dolphins.
Prostitution.
Yeah, he was wilding out. It was sex tapes, by the way, just so we're actually like talking about the fuck story. Yeah, he had sex tapes, and he was like probably not telling people, right?
Yeah, sex tapes.
Allegedly.
And then he was starting to send them. He was sending them to people, I guess.
Gotcha. So he maybe was telling them. He was telling them that he was filming them, but maybe not telling them that he was distributing them.
These guys must never watch TV or the news or understand what happened with athletes and dumb people. I mean, it's just athletes, but why do they continue to do dumb stuff? I really don't get it, especially when you're a high-profile guy. You know you about to get the sued off of you. It's that thing I walk around with a GoPro stuck to my head.
Yeah,
I tell you.
That would have been part of the problem, though. Then you would have been reporting it.
Huh?
Yeah, you put yourself in prison.
Yeah, I said that was the problem. He's getting in trouble for reporting it.
I know if it's on my camera.
Deuce Andretti, brother, are we breaking up the ice? Are we breaking up the ice in the kitchen right now?
Got a whole ice machine over there. I need to come to your house. Give me some ice.
Oh man, that was a lot of ice my boy had for real shit. That shit was deep. I need to come over and just fill up a bag, bro. Take it home.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's a good ice maker.
For real. You think I'm bullshit? I for real need that. Ice is fucking expensive. They gonna charge you.
He pissing me off.
Bro, yeah, three plus. I bought it the other day. I was like, what the fuck do you charge me $3 for a plastic bag? God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they charge you for the cups.
Oh, this is
the bag.
Yeah, this is a bag. Yeah, a bag of ice.
But they're charging for the cup size. You don't think they're gonna charge you for the bags?
$3. Yeah.
Premium?
That's right.
Charge you with that premium?
Yeah, I guess you're right, brother. No, it's definitely some fuck shit though.
Yeah. Well, Wawa's going broke, I guess.
Yeah,
They
this
did
is
this
fucking.
for $3.2 billion on the stock market. You know what I mean?
This is fucking racetrack. They probably are going broke, actually.
We got Smooth Recoil commenting on
Oh, nice.
Oh man, I'm screaming.
Nice. Guys, go check out Smooth Recoil. Tell me you want to see him play some scary games and stop playing around. Stop playing around on that COD shooting stuff. That's not cool anymore.
Yeah, stop playing around on that cock.
Right.
Shit up.
Oh man, we got a hey man,
on YouTube, Smooth Recoil, definitely.
Yeah,
Recoil, the badass.
Yeah, the killer of kings.
If you're sensitive, buck up. Wild ride.
Oh yeah, you
exactly.
to the comedy show. I ain't gonna. I watch sometime for the comedy.
Oh shit! Out here fighting the woke mind virus.
The what?
And
the woke mind virus, brother.
Wow.
And at 2 p.m., that's when the Russian strips come out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, what else we got to talk about, brother? What's going on?
That was it, Carl. I mean, we done talked about it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. All right. Well,
I mean, I got some LeBron stuff.
I was just getting going, but I hop on here late.
My dog Skip is on LeBron neck too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's new about that?
Huh?
That's his career, literally. Every day he wakes up, he's like, "Damn." LeBron.com.
They're supposed to be buddies. Why he ain't go to the Hall of Fame speech? LeBron.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh yeah, Deuce sent that. It was like, of course he's asking that question the day after Kent's asking the question. It's like those are the people. They wake up the day after the Hall of Fame. First thing they're, where was LeBron at?
It's all in my algorithm. On YouTube. Like, why LeBron ain't
I've
there?
only seen it from you guys. But you know,
LeBron skipped it and did something else supposedly.
Yeah, he's like, how about I go get on my fucking yacht? That sounds a little bit better.
That sounds. I'll go to Chris Bosh's Hall of Fame speech, but D Wade, nah.
Yeah, well, Chris Bosh being a fucking weirdo.
Hey, there's a report that Skip Bayless refused to work with Nick Wright.
Yeah, I think that's because he's a pussy. He doesn't want to get on anything. No, because Nick Wright. One thing I will say. I don't agree with Nick Wright a lot of times, but he will be overloaded on the facts. You know, he's at least stats. There's stats. No, he'll bring stats to support it. But he does derive a narrative from the numbers. But that's pretty much what anybody does that's talking about fucking sports. So you know what I mean. Yeah, so either way, so my only thing is, I think Nick Wright actually is really good as far as like that presentation goes. And I don't know if you saw the video of him on Undisputed a long time ago. That shit was hilarious.
I never seen him on Undisputed.
Cole, you might as well pull it up for the fucking thingy. You know what I'm saying? For the fucking stream, dog. It's
fucking killing shit.
Yeah, and it was him and like other players, and basically him and the players were on the same side. So he was like. They were clowning Skip, and he's like a reporter like Skip, is basically like clowning him with him and like you know, giving them the like dead silence. There's one part of the interview where they ask some question about like, you know, the only player to ever do this or that, and then long ass pause, nobody contests it, and then Skip's like, I guess I'll give it to LeBron on that. It's just like it was all awkward. It wasn't good looks for Skip. You know, Skip wants to be able to, you know, have that back and forth and have it like, and it is kind of good. It's opinion based. It's completely opinion based, and like you don't have to get so bogged down by the numbers all the time. He says all the time, like, "Oh, this is eye test." Like, but and there's a lot of truth to that. That's why people like him. There's truth to that.
You can't
Like
be
sometimes
4-6 and be the GOAT, regardless.
this guy right there. This is what he actually pulls up.
That's it, ain't it?
No, I'm playing. I'm just playing with you. Yeah.
Oh, get him, man. All right, so if we're talking about accomplishments, he needs at least a couple more rings, probably one more MVP. But if we're talking about accomplishments, Jordan's not the GOAT. It's Kareem. And if it's not Kareem, it's probably Russell. So we're not really talking about accomplishments. We're talking about who's the best. Who's the best? One game to decide your life. Who do you want in all-time history? So for LeBron to pass Jordan, he needs a time machine to go back about 11 months when he passed him the first time. LeBron's been the best player ever since about midway point of Game 6 of last year's finals. And all he's done since then is continue. He's on the greatest streak in postseason history since Gray called him the B word and Clay said his feelings were hurt. He played 16 games.
Hey, all right. Can we get
9, 8, and 55% shooting. And when we're just comparing the two players, LeBron averages more rebounds, assists, blocks, steals than Jordan.
Bro,
shoots a better
more
percentage from two,
games.
shoots
These
better
fucking
percentage from
pussies
three.
always want to
Is
leave
the more
out the LeBron
versatile
played the
defender,
most
can guard all
games in
5
fucking
positions.
NBA history.
Can
this
do everything Jordan could do.
This is a couple years ago, but
better.
he probably still played more.
What did he need to do to pass Michael Jordan? He already done past Michael Jordan as far as who's the best player
I hate
ever.
Nick Wright. Nick Wright, if you're watching this,
I want to go after Skip. What I would like to do.
Can't stand Nick Wright line. So
Yeah.
he don't even believe what he's saying.
Nah, he's smoking Skip right now. That's the thing, though. That's the problem. Skip didn't like
he's
that.
also smoking crack, brother. You can tell Nick Wright was hitting the pipe back then.
Yeah, his bald. He does look like a Aryan brother right now.
He was having some fucking rough nights back then, brother.
Yeah, well, hey, that could be. That's possible. That's possible. But it was made all right by LeBron James winning those championships.
His man level was beating on him.
Look at his hair, man. It's just going crazy. Hey, man, you gonna hit
Look at his fucking head, man. Look how shiny Nick Wright's head is. Like he was a pussy. He let them oil his ass down.
No, he's probably sweating underneath the lights.
I'd like to take this conversation.
Yeah,
back,
because he knows he's fucking lying on the stand.
right in the middle of Michael Jordan's career, Skip. I used to travel. Michael and I are good friends. We travel around, watch my great basketball fan, Ron Harper, my homeboy. Grew up in Dayton, Ohio. Very good friends with my family.
Okay. He's talking right now.
I was blessed to be a part of the Michael Jordan show, traveling with him, playing golf with him. And at that time, Skip, in the mid-90s, who did we discuss as the greatest basketball player then?
In the mid-90s?
In the mid-90s. Before we were talking about Jordan.
Well, we were talking about Jordan in the mid-90s.
But before we were saying that he was the greatest. It was either Kareem or we were talking about champions, Bill Russell.
Right. Okay.
But once Michael came, they knew he couldn't pass Russell. So they started looking at Michael in a different category compared to the other greats, even Elgin Baylor, Oscar Robertson.
They changed it for Mike.
So they changed it. So when he got 3, they thought that he potentially
changed it for Mike.
He took some time off. Then he got 3 more. That's what put him in the conversation. But before that,
6
we were talking about
the best player on the best team in the NBA.
Bill Russell.
No, Mike they made basketball more soft for Mike. They made basketball more soft for Mike.
It's hard to compare him.
Mike was
because he was getting bullied.
Before they changed the rules.
And Kareem.
Black Jesus
And
before
you
they
can't compare LeBron and Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan to us right now, because he's undefeated in championship, it's going to be hard to knock him off being the greatest basketball player ever. Nick is trying to make a point of who plays basketball better. If you look at the question, if you look at all the metrics besides free throw shooting, LeBron does that better than Michael. But man, there's a thing called winning the game, and there's a thing called the eye test. And Michael Jordan,
I think God is
God is getting angry with you guys.
Michael Jordan, he passed all those tests for me. Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player ever. And I disagree with Nick because I saw it and the ability of what he could do when everything was on the line. Now, LeBron, his cement's not dry yet. Michael's cement is dry, and a lot of them things in the cement, you know, when you have cement, you lay cement for, there's like little fingerprints in it, little birds get on little, but a lot of those little things with Michael, we smoothed them over, we forgot. With LeBron, we pick every little thing out of the cement to make the difference in the argument.
Chris, by 1990, I was saying, I'm watching the greatest thing ever. I'd never seen anything like the force of nature. That was Michael Jordan.
Okay. Yeah. How is this not copywriting?
I would agree. Yes.
I've just never seen it.
Jordan was different. Like y'all gotta understand.
This fucking.
He says the greatest thing he's ever seen. He took it out of basketball context, and he just said, "Just period."
Yeah,
Jordan was on a whole different level when if y'all remember, well, y'all probably don't, and I don't even remember, but I've seen the tape where Chuck Daly said, was it Chuck Daly? Oh no, Bobby Knight said Jordan's the best player in the world.
Okay.
And this man was coming out of college. And they said, who was that? Portland said, well, we don't need a guard.
The man
you need to go play him at center. Bring him into the league. He's the best player in this game. When he first hit the league, Bird praised him and all this stuff. Jordan was way different. I don't know.
Kobe was way different.
Huh?
Kobe was way different.
I mean, Jordan moved different than these guys.
Kobe moved different.
Way different. I mean, I'm not.
They're the same player, but no, I agree, man. Jordan was different. He was a different dude. He was like, his killer will was. I mean, Kobe had it too, but
yeah, Kobe definitely had it.
Jordan was. Kobe was obsessed. Jordan was maniacal. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just different. Like, the way that he formed his way of thinking around basketball was, that shit is just insane. Like, he was putting himself through psychological abuse to win basketball games. And he loved it. He thrived in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's making up shit. Like, people would think he was schizophrenic nowadays. That motherfucker said he would fucking fuck my mom before the game. Michael, he didn't say that. Michael, he never said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'd be like, this nigga has a problem. Like,
no, you have a problem, motherfucker, for coming up with that just now.
Nah, bro, because when I heard it, I'm like, bro, like, I have first-hand experience with it. I'm like, bro, if this motherfucker was living right now, like, they would literally tell this nigga, you have to go see a doctor. Like, you feel me?
Facts.
So I don't know. That's different. Like, you know, so I think that's what separated him. And I kind of think that's what separates LeBron from, like, those greats, man. Like, I know people have LeBron in the top 5. He's in my top 10 for sure, but there's just some guys, man. Their mentality and their skill level in basketball was just unprecedented. And I don't know if you can really
the mentality. I think that's the biggest.
Because I don't even think I need LeBron to be a killer, but if he just had a will to where he was like, you know what, I can dominate, so I'm gonna dominate. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's just like,
I think we've seen him do that.
No, we've seen him do it, and I'm saying, but I've only seen it in moments where I've seen it in other guys, and they just did it throughout their whole career, and that's what they did. Where LeBron, it's like he decided he wanted to do it in moments, and for me, that's cool and all.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, you got to do that. You just got to be that guy, and I think that's what separated him in his win-losses in the finals was, you know, that on and off switch. It just, at that level, I just don't think you can do it, you know.
Yeah. I think Kent made a interesting point saying that when he was talking about how different Jordan was and stuff like that. I think there's something to be said about him being kind of ahead of his time, which I can give him that. You know what I mean? Definitely ahead of his time. Like you said, Kobe, and there's a lot of players that came on that started to play like Michael Jordan because he changed the game in that way. And he benefited from that a lot, and his athleticism is pretty unrivaled in his generation, in his era.
Yeah, his athleticism is that's unrivaled in every generation.
Well, not necessarily, because it's like, for example, you have guys like
50-inch vertical. Bro.
You have guys. Well,
6'6" frame.
You have guys like Kobe. I think these things kind of started to catch up. I mean, don't get me wrong. He still would be an outlier. That's the point. He would still would be an outlier in any generation. But guys like Kobe, guys like Vince Carter, guys like Tracy McGrady, like the game started to catch up with Michael. Probably probably the reason for that being because of Michael Jordan himself. To a large extent.
Still killing Kobe and them boys though.
It's kind of like it's kind of like when you see people pulling up from, like, the game wasn't played how Steph Curry is now, so it's kind of caught up to Steph Curry a little bit. He's still the greatest shooter of all time, but now you have guys that there was nobody shooting like Steph Curry 10, 15 years ago. Now you have, a few guys that can pull, a lot of guys that can. Well, not to the effect, but there's players that have made their fucking career off of shooting like that. So, I would say they are to a certain extent, where before Steph Curry made that way, there was just no way for that to even happen. So one thing obviously that you have to, in my opinion, give to LeBron is competition that he played. I think that the teams that he played were way better than what Michael Jordan was playing. And
that's because he stacked the deck and he made the competition better, because he made his teams overstacked. Like, when he didn't understand, the reason why it's easier to win a championship on not a super team, because you don't make competition go create super teams to beat you. What LeBron did,
okay, so
he ended up creating a ripple effect in the NBA, where when he built his first super team, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. After the 35-year-old Big Three in Boston, which was old as shit. That's why they were going to win championship. And then he went and built his super team in Miami with, a bunch of young.
There's non-super teams that have won in this era against super teams. So there's plenty of talent. The Nuggets just won. What are you talking about?
But the Nuggets, the Nuggets, right? But there's no super team right now in the NBA. There was no super team.
Coach, how are you just going to switch from what we were watching, Coach, like halfway through? We weren't even knowing what we were watching.
Oh, my God. Watch a porn?
He's putting on a dunk highlight. Might as well be a porn. I think that's what he's getting ready for. I'm about to hop off and leave him alone.
I want to show you the difference in
a mukbang.
How Jordan was like.
Yeah, but we already said that. Everybody already said that. He said he was ahead of his fucking time. Like, what are we talking about?
He's still ahead of his time. The way Jordan moved through the air was way different than any player you've ever seen.
All right, man. Go ahead. Just keep your hands on camera. Just keep your hands on fucking camera the entire time.
What?
$4 million a year superstar, leaping, twirling, flying through the air like a man unleashed from gravity.
That nigga was broke.
I mean, let's rock the cradle. When LeBron do the rock the cradle?
What are we even talking about right now? Oh my God!
I thought do it different. I just really want to show
I literally seen role players do that in the NBA at this point. Mike Scott can do that.
And he has shot to start him already.
Duncan Robinson can do that right now.
Not that they can't do it, but they don't make it look like that.
Okay. Got you. Hey, put the ball in Jeff fucking Heineke's goddamn hands. Do you think he can do that?
Oh.
Okay, thank you. That's my point.
Put the ball in whose hands?
Jeff Hornacek, or whatever the fuck his name is. One of those bums that he was playing against. That would have been an accountant in another life.
I put the ball in J.J. Barea hands. The fucking 5'6" guy that they can't stop.
Fucking shitting on LeBron's chest.
Yeah, all right.
He wants to indicate what.
Ken, what are we? Jesus Christ.
Because if you're watching LeBron James, it's hard to imagine that.
This is hilarious. This is what you're showing me to show me that he's the best basketball player of all time. These uncontested dunks that he's fucking taking. Give me a break.
Yep.
Oh my God. This is Jordan worship, everybody. Fucking evidence of Jordan worship. Look at him. Uncontested fucking dunk. There's the first one I've seen. That's the first one I've seen. The first one I've seen. That's the first one I've seen that's even been contested.
That's not the point. Wait, hold on.
Literally from a dunk contest. I love it. This is fucking worship.
Jordan's going to the hole
right.
against them.
All right. There it goes. LeBron's never done that. LeBron's never dunked on somebody.
And why did they call him the Black Cat? Because he
okay.
That's not what I was looking for anyway.
Right. Well, this was
this one he dunked on Barkley.
Horrible. That was a horrible video. Terrible.
That was a great video, actually. You know what?
Yeah. Didn't LeBron like jump over Jimmy Butler one time or some crazy shit like that against the Bulls?
Jason Terry.
Okay, yeah. I mean, let's come on. Like, if you want to pull up dunk highlights, like that's the weakest shit you could have possibly pulled up. I mean, look, he's athletic. We already said that. I'm confused. Make another point. Is he the best basketball player ever? Okay.
Yes, he is.
All right. Well, all right, cool. You feel that way? That's cool. I appreciate that. Look at Deuce Andretti staring down that fucking bowl of cereal on the wall.
I'm about to fuck it up.
Oh man, I love life. I do love life.
Looking at my burrito, baby.
Look at that fucking. Look at those cookie crisps.
Oh man, damn thing.
Nah, but I think, man, I don't know. Jordan, LeBron debate's dead. LeBron really shit the bed on that.
Way dead.
Hey man, look, hey, we'll see. We'll see. Like my dog said in the video that you cut off because you started to feel a little insecure.
We got to play against him, right?
You started to feel insecure. LeBron's semen ain't dry.
New Jersey. In
Oh my God, this fucking guy.
Joe and I, we talking and Jordan came down on the left side, caught on the left wing.
Can you pause it so we can know what the fuck's happening? Okay, I really just want to pause it to say, hey, viewership, just know there's videos you can go look up where this same motherfucker is saying LeBron is better than Michael Jordan. I just want to be clear on that. The person he's showing you right now, whatever the fuck he's about to say, this person has literally said LeBron is better than Jordan. Just to be clear. Just to be clear. Now, play whatever.
Well, we got video of him going back.
Play whatever fucking.
We got video of him going back and forth to start with. First of all,
what did he say last? What did he say last?
He was on the couch at the NBA thing inside the NBA talking about how Pippen can't talk noise, but Jordan could talk noise about him going to the dream team and how Jordan was the GOAT. So all right, then he had Jordan as the GOAT, and then all of a sudden Kareem was the GOAT. Now all of a sudden LeBron's the GOAT. That motherfucker don't know who was the GOAT.
LeBron kept playing. LeBron kept playing, brother. It's whatever. Like, you know what I mean? He changed his opinion.
Yeah, but he's
not. He's not like you can't stuck to your opinion, married to it.
You can go with he can say LeBron, but he done switched Kareem and Jordan too. You can't switch them, but neither one of them ever played another game of basketball. So
hey, change his mind. I don't even.
But anyway, good way Jordan to go. He just pissed off that Jordan called him wrong.
Living in another dimension.
You chose to use this man. You chose to have this video of this guy. This is the person you chose, to be clear. So I'm just responding to the person you chose. You're shitting on your source. You decided to go pull up. Okay, let's
you don't even know what it says yet.
Okay, let's see it. I just want the people to know. I just want the people to know that he said, okay, all right, let's go. No, my bad, you're good.
He floated all the way to the right box. And then laid it up on the other side.
Motherfucker's on 3 Percocets right now.
Joe and I were on the phone.
Look at him.
And for about 5 minutes, man, it was just dead silence. Just dead silence.
What the fuck did we just see?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden it was like, hey man, I see you at practice tomorrow.
Motherfucker know good and well. He talked all that bullshit.
There it is. All right. There it is. Ironclad defense.
Jordan was different. I'm not even a friend.
Jordan was different. Yeah. This don't want to realize it.
I said he's different. I said he was different.
No, you want to say, he was just a product of his time and all this crazy mess right
now.
That's
not what I said. I said he was ahead of his time. I said ahead of... Yeah, that's a big motherfucking difference, don't you think? A product of his time? A product of his time and ahead of his time, is it different?
And the way he moves, even in today's basketball game. If he was playing even today.
Yeah, all right. I mean,
he was 4-6 in the final.
He'd be one of the best.
You can be 4-6 and be the GOAT. You might as well stop that mess right there.
Hey, man, it's your personal opinion for sure.
No,
you get to have an opinion on it. You get to have an opinion on it. You get to offer.
Be the GOAT.
You get to offer leaky evidence at best if you want. Go ahead. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
I bring all kind of stuff, but it doesn't matter.
Fucking Isaiah Thomas saying he was really athletic. All right, got it.
Yeah,
fucking got it. As if everybody wouldn't say the same thing about LeBron James. What the fuck are you talking about?
That damn athletic. Get in the dunk contest. Motherfucker won't get in the dunk contest. Please.
You were showing me dunks from the dunk contest. This is the greatest player of all time. Look at his dunk highlight. Are we 12? Are we 12 years old right now? Like, what are we even talking about?
Trying to show one dunk.
Holy shit. Yeah, you literally pulled up the dunk contest. I felt like I was in 7th grade watching that.
Hey, you should go watch that thing again when you was in kindergarten.
Okay, you should go back, motherfucker, to 7th grade. Restart. So look. I'm playing. We're having fun. Yeah, no, I mean, but for sure, definitely. Jordan's special though. I'm with you on that. He was, and I said he was ahead of his time, meaning that his athleticism was far superior to basically anybody he played with. Like, you have a few guys in that era that jump out, but most of them weren't like that. Like what? Yeah.
I'm sure the game that had.
God! All right.
I had them silence on.
You haven't been keeping your hands on camera, by the way. Just to be clear, I just want to let the viewers know that.
My hands on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man's over here stroking it.
February 1691. Let's see this layup that had Isaiah Thomas up all night, or 5 minutes. Had them boys on.
Let's look at the single play out of a career of fucking a million layups.
Look at this layup. What motherfucker
couldn't even tell what happened because your frame rate is so terrible. Yeah.
You know what? Oh, you can tell what happened.
The horrible cameras probably actually helped his fucking legacy. We're like, I'm pretty sure he fucking spun 6 times to the basket. Because you can't even tell what the fuck's going on in half the videos.
Okay.
Really, literally, please slow it down.
Oh,
there you go.
Hey, here go my dog. Up, 1 adjustment.
This looks like a fucking coloring book right here.
2 adjustment. It doesn't matter the video. Look at what's going on.
All right, just saying.
What's going on? Had them boys up.
Come on, people. I mean, that's great, but it's like if you can't pull up the craziest shots of Dwayne Wade's career, he's gonna top that. He'll honestly top that.
This was normal for Jordan. This was Kobe. This is like with Kobe. I say, man, that shit be lucky. Man, that shit. And then after a while, I'm like, all right, fuck. This is not luck. This is just what he do. It's the same. Yeah. It's what Jordan do. Kobe did the same thing.
You see the cigarette ad right there?
Yeah.
On the scoreboard?
Halftime.
Jordan took it back
at halftime, and then come back with them lungs full of air.
Yeah, exactly. You got those hundreds. Looks like a hundreds menthol, dude.
That shit was beautiful. Look at this move, Cole.
Look how slow the person defending him is.
I don't care about nothing about that.
Yeah, oh my God. Look at the bums on the court.
You see the same thing on today's doggone. Nobody play no damn defense. There's more defense played than
God.
That shit is beautiful.
And the defense is pretty weak, to be honest. I thought he used to get beat up by the rim. Like, what's happening?
This is the Nets. They didn't beat nobody up. It was just Detroit.
They just let them run. They put their hands up around them.
No, they couldn't do nothing with it.
Okay, gotcha.
Did you see that? Didn't you see that? How beautiful that was, man.
I've seen that many times, though. I'll be honest. I appreciate it, but I mean, I've seen other players do it.
You ain't seen nobody do that. Stop it.
All right, so pull up 4 feet from the basket.
Oh, stop it.
Okay, move the fucking ball around people's bodies. Yeah, I've seen Derrick Rose do that a million times.
You act like that's easy.
It wouldn't be easy for me. But I've seen Derrick Rose do that. Yeah, I've seen Dwayne Wade do this shit. Come on. Like, what are we talking about?
I've seen nobody do this here.
All right. What are we arguing about? It's impressive. But like a person that's the greatest of all time or in that conversation for all of us, I would expect them to do shit like that, of course. Like, come on. That was awesome. That specifically, I mean, probably not. He probably did do some shit like that, to be honest. He probably did do some shit kind of like that.
Magic to do that? No. You expect Wilt to do that?
Magic could do that. Magic could do that.
No.
Magic could.
No.
Do you understand?
Stop it.
Do you understand? So all those guys are the greatest of all time? All those guys are in the greatest of all time conversation for you?
Yeah, that's what people put them in the greatest of all time.
Well, I'm asking you.
No, not me.
Okay, so, well, I mean, no, conversation.
Jordan's the greatest.
But conversation, greatest of all time conversation. That's my point.
Jordan's the greatest. That's the
okay. So there is no conversation. Then shut the fuck up talking about those guys are in the conversation for you, because that's not even the case. What the fuck are you saying? So a guy that you think there's not even a conversation with guys that have won 11 championships, with guys who have scored the most points in the NBA's fucking history, like guys that have also won 5 chips and shit like that. The fact you think there's not even a fucking conversation because you're so delusional, that's why. That's why I would expect the guy you're arguing that way for to be able to fucking make 3 adjustments in the air like Derrick Rose could do. Give me a fucking break. Come on. That doesn't make it the greatest of all time.
You don't expect Kareem to do it.
Because he's not a guard. Stop acting like a dumbass on camera right now. Stop acting like a dumbass on camera for your stream. Listen.
What did you just say?
What I said, somebody that you expect the greatest of all time, which you by the way think nobody other than Michael Jordan should be included in that conversation. So because it's convenient for you, now you're including fucking every center that ever played and won a championship. Shut the fuck up. You sound crazy right now. You sound fucking insane.
I think are the greatest, not me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You made the argument. And I'm giving you a very honest explanation as to why those people wouldn't be expected to do that. For anybody that knows shit about basketball would understand, and then we can start out because I'm thinking I'm talking to somebody, Kent. Because I'm thinking this. Let me finish. Because I'm thinking I'm talking to somebody that has intellectual honesty in a conversation and can understand that obviously I'm not comparing that specific thing to that a guard obviously regularly does in the NBA today, by the way, fucking to Bill Russell. Bill Russell, obviously, who you've never heard me argue as the GOAT, and you dishonestly are making the argument for now. So what the fuck are you saying?
You didn't say he was one of the GOATs. I'm saying what people say.
Never have I ever said that.
I threw out there. At one point, he was probably the GOAT.
Maybe. Okay, what the fuck is your point? Okay, so then, like I said, if I'm having a conversation with people that I believe know basketball, I'm thinking I can make comments like that and them not be taken literally when obviously we don't expect centers to drive the fucking basket to the hoop, even though some centers might do that today and look just as good as Michael Jordan, which is the point why he was ahead of his fucking time. So that's the whole fucking
ain't no guard looking that nice, you know what I'm saying? I thought
he's too smooth with it. I guess. No, he's your favorite man to watch. I know. I got you. All right. Like I said, keep your hands on fucking camera, please. I can't be a part of this. I can't be a part of the new plug talk.
Everyone gatekeeper over here.
I'm not. You're gatekeeping. What the fuck are you talking about? You're saying one person can even be discussed as the greatest of all time. Like what the fuck?
I think it's only 2 people that are in that conversation right now.
You know what I'm saying? Who was that?
Kobe and MJ. Personally, in my opinion.
Benzo wanted to say LeBron, and I know you heard him. Start to say LeBron. No, you started. I heard it.
LeBron number 30.
No, I was gonna say Steph.
We'll see. I mean, honestly, I think a lot of guys have objective arguments for that. Like, there's probably like 5 guys I think you can make an argument for. There's a lot to take into consideration if you really want to have an interesting conversation around this, as far as like organizational stability and like all that. I think Jordan, obviously, I'm never the one saying that. Fuck, if you say Jordan's the GOAT, I'm not saying like you're fucking dumb for saying that. It's like, okay, that makes sense.
You know, my biggest thing probably against LeBron is the mentality. That's probably. I mean, there's more than that, but that's one big concept.
Yeah,
I don't think he has the heart.
The bunny hopping
of a Larry Bird. I don't think he has a heart of a Scottie, even a Scottie Pippen, a Magic Johnson. I don't think he got that type of heart. That's what kills it for me. That kills it right there. I mean, but you can go a lot deeper.
Yeah, of course, and obviously you should, because you're not trying to fucking judge people just off one goddamn characteristic, whether or not they're greatest of all time. So, heart, I guess, like that's like me and Denzel were having this conversation earlier, like that's an intangible. You can't really measure that. So, I mean, you're talking about something and basically you're using that as your main crux and it's something undefinable. So, okay, I guess, yeah, his heart, which I'm going to assume you know his fucking heart, I guess, the person that hates him most in the world. Hey, give me a fucking break.
All right, bro.
All right, whatever, man. Whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call it, brother. Delusional fans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got you, brother.
Hey, man. I don't know why y'all do
that. I'm with you, brother. Hey, I'm not even saying, look, hey, I'm not saying that I would say LeBron is the greatest player of all time. I just think he has an interesting argument. I think he's done a lot for the NBA. I appreciate him as a player more than I did at the beginning of his career, for sure. So I'm just, appreciative of that. I'm happy to watch him play out his career and stuff. Like, I think that it's not all the time you have a player like Michael Jordan or LeBron or Steph Curry. So I really like to appreciate when they're doing the historical sports things that they're doing, rather than hate on them and, like you.
On the facts.
Yeah, like you. I'm talking about you, by the way.
Of course you're talking about me. You the gatekeeper.
Of course.
Man.
Of course.
I mean, the problem is this conversation.
Guys just try to push every narrative. Like, he just pushed too many damn narratives.
I'm getting paid from too many places at once, to be honest. Literally.
Yeah, he paying too many people in the media is what's going on.
Oh, you're talking about LeBron. I think you're talking about me running narratives. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Oh, no, LeBron definitely gets paid from the media, for sure.
Yeah, wouldn't it be more likely that the media pays him for, like, exclusives and things like that?
No.
Well,
more like he pays them to push his narrative.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, yeah, who knows? I honestly don't know. I'm just like, it's not really, I don't find it useful to speculate because there's just no reason to believe that. I think like Brian Windhorst, like he has a relationship there. I agree with you on that. Like that's pretty obvious. I don't think he has to pay him. I think it's just like
sucking his dick.
Yeah, he just bring that man out. That man came from absolutely nowhere.
Well, but he's in the media. He's in the media, brother. That's
Brian Windhorst is taking fucking back shots from LeBron.
Well, and there's a lot of players, by the way, and Stephen A., this is part of, like, I think we talked about this yesterday, but when Stephen A. was talking to Paul George, he's like, people don't trust players to be, like, in player media to be honest. So, like, Paul George, they don't expect, people that are watching don't expect for him to give them the real. That's the same. Like, in a lot of player media, if they're talking about LeBron, a lot of player podcasts and shit like that, they're not going to actually keep it real. You know what I mean? They're gonna do what you're talking about without having to even be told by LeBron to toe that line. They're just gonna toe that player line. It's like bro, they're damn near the fucking thin blue line, but with fucking players. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's a fraternity there. So it's pretty rare, I think, until players like retire and they're totally out of it. And even then, I feel like more times than not, most of those podcasts, they're fucking coddling players, making excuses for a majority of them.
I like Gilbert Arenas. Them motherfuckers be going. No, Gil's Arena, the podcast with Brandon Jennings and Kenyon Martin be coming on there and Rashard McCants.
You're talking about Gilbert Arenas, right?
No,
it's Gilbert Arenas, but it's called Gilbert Arena.
Gil's Arena. Yeah, but I like that one. Like they be getting at people and shit, and niggas be checking them. They go be going to basketball events and shit about what they're saying.
But well, I mean, and that's. Yeah, well, and that's evidence that the expectation is for them not to be real, that people are checking them and having an issue with the shit like that. Because there's already an expectation that when you are talking to the public that you're going to, I mean,
I think they should be able to tell the truth as long as it's not personal. Something personal behind the scene, that's a whole different ball game. But how you really think about somebody's game, how you think about somebody's game, it is what it is.
Well, I mean, I think, like, I guess I agree with you, but if you're trying, you just have to decide, what are you? Are you a podcaster or are you a basketball player that just does podcasts? Because if you're trying to actually be a podcaster, like media personality, well then no, you have a responsibility to us, people that listen to you, and we want to hear what the fuck happens in locker rooms. If you had an argument and fucking Magic Johnson was a dickhead and he used to fucking do this or that, we would like to know like what the actual ins and outs are behind the scenes.
Yeah, rather than, I agree. But I'm talking about like you know what I'm saying, something about somebody's wife or.
Oh, of course. No, you don't have to tell us about fucking Magic taking this fucking HIV cocktail in the fucking locker room or anything like that. But yeah, definitely. Like, I think we're on the same page.
Yeah. I like to hear those stories. You know what I'm saying? How Jordan used to do them cats.
Same. Yeah.
How LeBron is how Trump is on LeBron right now. I like to hear that.
No, yeah, and I like to hear how Michael Jordan was a gambling addict who possibly got fired. But
was still is, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Money. If he want to go from a billionaire to a dollar heir, hey, that's his stupidity.
That's how it happened. Yeah, no, I mean 100%. But yeah, I like to see that kind of thing and get a real feel for kind of like, because obviously it's a kind of experience that a lot of people won't get to experience, but a lot of us get kind of like parallel experiences with the sport itself. So, you know, it's interesting.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about my bedtime though.
Man, he just went to sleep, man. Or no, he got traded. He got traded back to the Pelicans.
Just listen to y'all fucking talk about fucking LeBron and Jordan. Fucking. But,
back to the Pelicans we go. We could have used your fucking insight, buddy.
I know the people want to hear about Kobe, so I was just waiting for y'all to, you know.
What y'all say about Kobe? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Kobe just did it all better. That's all. Did it all better. Did it with less.
The difference in Kobe and Jordan, though, when Kobe came in the league, he was still, but he was 18. You know what I'm saying? Compared to when Jordan came in the league, Jordan was just fucking dog right off the bat. I'm not saying if Kobe would have went to college, maybe he would have been that right off the bat. Or maybe if he would.
So, I mean, Kobe won a championship right off the fucking bat. What are you even talking about?
No, he won a championship. I didn't say that.
Kobe won a championship at 21.
Didn't you just say he wasn't a dog?
Yeah, I say he wasn't a dog. I mean, he was a dog like that, but he wasn't performing like that. No, he won a championship. Like when Jordan came in, Jordan was busting ass when he came in the league. When Kobe came in,
busting ass, and by his third year, he was the best player in the NBA.
Yeah, so he wasn't. When he first got into the league, he was still learning how to play. But Jordan
he wasn't drafted second overall, so they weren't expecting him and didn't give him the leash to do what he could do. It didn't mean he couldn't do that. They won a fucking championship his first year. Am I wrong? And he contributed.
No, you're definitely wrong. No.
Second year?
96.
So his third
second year? Third year?
Second or third year.
No.
Yeah.
They won that thing in 01. Kobe came in and it was 96 or 98.
Well, I mean, that's like 3 years in.
They won 01 because the Spurs, the year that Jordan them they won it in 98. The Spurs won it the shortened year in 2000, and then the Lakers won the 3 in a row.
Yeah, Kobe was 21, so yeah, he was 4 years in when he won his first championship.
Yeah, 4 years. So he
but
came
he
in.
Still is the youngest champion. And
yeah, it's 3 years earlier than Mike.
He was younger than Magic. Yeah, he was definitely younger than Magic.
No, Magic. I think Magic was literally
a rookie.
Yeah,
I think Magic was like 24 as a rookie, though.
I know 24.
He went all years of college. What do you mean?
Oh, he didn't. Magic came in 79. He wasn't no 24.
Like 22, 23. He wasn't no 21.
They don't even say he's 18, goddamn.
In the damn 18 shit.
Yeah, fuck no.
Magic was 20, 1980. 20 years old.
He wasn't doing shit.
Yeah, pussy.
That's
what he's doing. He's running around fucking.
He's playing against a bunch of fucking mailmen, fucking UPS and milk fucking delivery drivers and shit.
Stop it.
Bro, damn near that's what fucking your boy Mike was playing against too, damn near. Shit. He wasn't that far off from that. He wasn't that far off from that, for real.
The 90s is when basketball picked up, brother. We're
For
not
sure. Just started to pick up. At that point, they had electricians. Give me a fucking break.
Stop it. You need me to get old dude on here that got on JJ Redick ass.
Bring his ass on here, please. Let me fucking spit in his old ass face.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, yeah. Look, I mean, like, difference between me and you, I'm actually, until I start to, like, you know, just be funny, I'm giving respect to Mike, really. I think he's in that conversation 100%. I think he's one of the greatest of all time. He might be, you know, the greatest of all time, but just open it up. I think a lot of people did great things in basketball. I think Michael Jordan's not Tom Brady. I'm just going to put it like that.
Okay, but Tom Brady was facing Michael Jordan.
Tom Brady's the GOAT.
Jordan's the GOAT.
Yeah, Tom Brady passed his ass, bro. Straight up.
No, I mean, really, Jordan's the GOAT. Jordan got MVPs in every final he won. I mean, Tom got.
Can I tell you something that's crazy?
What that?
This is a long stat, bro. I don't know if it's still a stat. I don't want you to have to look it up because it's kind of specific. But it was for sure. This is a stat. Tom Brady was more likely to go to the Super Bowl than Steph Curry was to hit a three. I probably told you this before because this stat blew my mind. Yeah. Tom Brady is more likely to go to the Super Bowl than
I can see that.
Steph Curry is to hit his next 3-point shot.
Well, not today, but when he
bullshit right now.
Hey, no cap.
I mean, looking at basically, you're just looking at the percentage. How many?
Yeah, maybe that's what you're looking at.
And what percentage of the times he went to the Super Bowl? He went 10 times. I don't know how many years in the league. And then
talk heavy.
Steph hitting a three.
Talk heavy right now.
3-point shooter.
Yep.
So there you go. Makes sense. Sounds crazy when you say it, but when you
sound
the matrix is fucked up because
no, it is crazy. It is crazy when you say it. That's what it is, really. It is.
Tom Brady has 17 games to go to the Super Bowl. Steph Curry shooting fucking 3,000 threes in a season.
It's the championship game of this fucking sport. So the level of difficulty is not fucking analogous between the two. Okay? It's hitting a 3-point shot, but you're the best to ever fucking do that. And the other guy is going to the championship. What the fuck?
It's harder to do on that many shots to be consistent, is what I'm saying. If Steph Curry was shooting 17 shots, yeah.
Going to the Super Bowl's not hard. Going to the Super Bow's not hard. Going to say that. I'm asking you a question.
Fucking games. It's not
Go to the Super Bowl.
Attempts. It's about the amount of
just
attempts.
talking about one 3-point shot really is all you're talking about, and that would be his next one.
Yeah.
He has let's say a 40%.
Always.
And then
you're not getting it. You're not getting it. Steph Curry has that 40-something% on fucking 20,000 threes, bro. Tom Brady didn't play 20,000 fucking games.
Jesus Christ! It doesn't have to be. It does not have to be the same number. Jesus Christ! Look at this man stretching. Numbers. Jesus Christ! The level of difficulty is not the same. The one guy's going to the championship. Like that's fucking crazy.
Fucking makes sense. You can't compare the two.
Look at this guy coping right now. He is coping for fucking Steph Curry.
You can't compare the two, definitely.
The stat doesn't make sense.
I get it.
Doesn't make sense.
Listen, just say holy shit. Just say holy shit and say,
and
damn, he's the
GOAT.
GOAT.
How that percentage correlates to how many games Tom Brady's played.
I don't know what he said right there. I missed that part. I know he's mentioned about fucking the amount of games that fucking Brady played compared to the shots. I mean, all right, I got you. The sample sizes are not similar numbers, of course. We're talking about what fucking...
They're fucking different by
We're talking about what Steph Curry does best, better than anybody in the fucking world. That's all I'm saying.
How many seasons is he in? 15, 3,000?
Is that really the end of the comparison for you? Is that really the end of it? It just makes it completely... It makes it completely... Okay.
It doesn't make sense.
It just on its face is a comparison.
No, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to prop Tom Brady up as the greatest player of all time. I get it.
I mean, come
on. We need to give him something else. We need to give him something else to fucking.
No, that's the main thing.
The rest of the shit quarterback in the NFL.
That's the main thing that he has. You know what I mean? That's the main thing he has. I'll say that. So it's like, what else do we have to give him? He already lost his fucking family, Denzel. Now you want to take that from him? What the fuck?
Brother, I mean, he should have fucking quit when he had his family. He didn't win another Super Bowl after. He actually hurt his resume.
I think that was perfect because
here comes a Tampa Bay fan fucking trying to glorify this man losing his family. Jesus
And it was highly honorable. It was highly honorable what he did.
What I'm saying is he wanted to play one more season.
To fucking lose his family? Jesus Christ.
And then, hold up now. Then she left him and went to the doggone jiu-jitsu teacher. Well, obviously, she would have had already.
Talk heavy, kid.
And wanted his
It was good.
And wanted his That's what happened.
Talk heavy in that red, man. You're rocking the red right now.
I mean, she
Let
left.
Wings.
Then went with the jiu-jitsu teacher. Somebody all the time. Stop it.
Yeah. Season with the stadium. That's what you were supporting.
Stop it.
Yeah.
One more
I mean,
season
I'm not saying it's good, but it's good that he was able to see what she was really about. And she was really about
what she was really about is she held his ball down for 20 years.
Okay. All right. No, he tested it.
Empire.
He tested it. He found out.
So she couldn't model. She couldn't still do what she wanted to do.
She was running a company.
They couldn't
fucking children.
You think they couldn't afford fucking nannies? They never had nannies.
Oh
Give me
my
a fucking break. Give me a break. They probably own a daycare.
That man would come home and go straight to the ice bath because he could barely walk with his fucking knees buckling.
You about to go into simp territory here now.
Yeah, thank you.
The simp territory. Simp. 7 and 8 in the goddamn.
You know what they did? Are you,
bro? What
do you not understand? Looking up, they were divorced like. Do you
worth going 9-8 last year? You got me fucked.
Do you understand that they were divorced like
this man has fucking kids,
and
then she got fucking kids.
She caught with the jiu-jitsu teacher.
She had to get her fucked on somewhere. This man couldn't move his hips.
So if he would have stayed out of, he would have retired.
I can't believe you would accept this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I really don't see how you
simp.
I have to mute you for fucking that fucking booba.
Soup Andretti. No, don't do it.
Simp fucking baby. My name is the Simp Podcast. These fucking pussies are cock riding over here.
We all call each other that. That's perfect, yeah. That can be the whole show.
Giselle's about to whip out the fucking strap on y'all boys in a second.
That's you, brother. That's you over there holding it for her.
Brother.
You're holding it for her. What the fuck are we even talking about?
Like if she would have gave it a year, if she would have gave it 6 months, dude, we talking a month or two.
He needed to defend his championship. He needed to defend his championship. No, I salute him. He did the honorable thing. He won the championship. And then wrong.
That man was out crying on a beach alone like it was a fucking chick flick.
Yeah, because his old lady was messing with the jiu-jitsu.
That ending was sadder than The Blind Side.
It's still going, brother. It's still going. The story still goes on. He went and got another bad one. What are you talking about?
Younger one, too.
Yeah, he went and took Ronaldo's lady. What are you even talking about right now?
Bro, he's so desperate. He's trying to fuck Kim Kardashian at the whole white party, bro. This man. That probably already. Listen, this is what I'm saying. His pussy ass probably ate the booty too. Fucking dirty bitch after someone spit their cum in that.
Holy shit! Oh my God! All right. Yeah, he took it there. Alrighty. Oh Jesus fucking Christ! All right.
That bitch sucks a bag of dirt.
For dirt. Oh my God. Yeah.
She went around every dick at that party, and he was so desperate he took it.
So you mad about that? So she been.
That's what the goat does, brother. That's what the goat does.
She has been messing with the teacher. Come home kissing Tom Brady.
Brother, so they were already fucking divorced. What do you want to do? Fucking put the pussy on the shelf?
Hey, they weren't divorced. They moved too fast.
Yeah.
They moved too fast.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, listen. When they decided to stop building the $30 million home in fucking Miami, in Tampa, they were fucking divorced.
Huh?
When they stopped building their $30 million home in Miami, they were divorced.
They were
Yeah,
done.
but do you actually think she didn't have no feelings for this guy before they got divorced?
Of course they did.
Brother, you don't think she
Of course
used that
they were
guy
in
to get
love.
to Tom because
Exactly.
he basically said that he didn't give a fuck about her and he chose a fucking game over her that he's played for 20 years and accomplished everything and was already regarded
And will never be able to play again. Will never be able to play again when he retires.
Exactly.
Will literally never be able to play again when he retires. Be clear on that.
He played the game for the sorry-ass Buccaneers who didn't have a chance at the Super Bowl anyway and fucking had their whole team hurt by the fucking time the season started. Fucking cock rides. Yeah, no. He should have retired. He should have stayed his bum-ass fucking retired like a champion. Instead he went out like a cock ride with a fucking fat-ass L on his fucking head. Sitting on the beach like a baby back bitch.
Why you just I hope it's because you just don't like Tom Brady. You saying all this? Because
Tom Brady went out
go
crying
here
like
simple.
a bitch, and I hate to see him do that. You know how I want to see Tom Brady go out like a fucking.
He just loves Victoria's Secret. That's what it is. He loves
team.
Victoria's Secret.
You know what? I would have rather my last memory of Tom Brady dropping the fucking Lombardi in the goddamn golf because he was fucking hammered off tequila. I'd rather that than my last memory. And that man boohoo crying.
He made the pass
T-shirt
though. He made the pass though.
In fucking Inglewood. That was in Inglewood, by the way. He was crying like a little baby back bitch, by the way.
I doubt that. I doubt it was in Inglewood.
My coworker saw him on the beach. He fucking met him. Took a picture of the dude, bro.
I'll have to see that. I'll have to definitely see that.
Hey,
yeah, bro. Yeah.
I hope it is you just hate Tom Brady because you simping right now hard.
No, bro.
Yeah,
I
understand.
You guys have to understand.
We're talking a month, dude. We're talking a month.
It's like Mayweather saying, "I'm gonna come back out of exhibition matches and I'm gonna go fight Canelo in his prime right now." Why the fuck would you do that? Why the fuck would you go and do that?
But why would you be so mad? Why would you do that?
If he wanted to do it, what's the big deal? If he wanted to do it, what's the problem?
If he go get the L,
on another team,
but the Bucks not even your team.
If you're his partner, though, why do you care?
Left to fucking prove. You had
oh my god.
But that's not even your
He
team.
wants to do it. What's it matter if he has anything to prove? He wants to do it. What the fuck? Why does it have to go past that? Oh my god. He might have still threw for 5,000 yards.
He wasn't worried about his body, but you were. I'm a little concerned about it.
Hey, it's all heavy simp territory. Heavy simp territory.
I wasn't worried about his body. His fucking wife was.
You the only one talking about it.
When she was watching him when he couldn't get up out of bed in the fucking morning.
Oh, so she left him. Got it. She was so worried she left him. She was so fucking worried that she left him. That makes sense.
He played one extra year, and that's what happened.
Yeah, she loved him so much she had to leave with his kids. Got it.
Yeah,
Tom Brady,
he wasn't fucking with his kids.
he was a vegan.
He wasn't even seen his kids. I bet he probably didn't know his kids' names.
Bro, we seen his kids in the Super Bowl. We seen him see his kids at least. So it's like we know they see his kids.
Never seen Tom Brady with a picture with his kids other than a football event. Never happened. You never saw
There
it.
probably are. This is like when you guys said that you never seen fucking Michelle Obama with her kids or whatever. There's no pictures of her with her kids.
With the kids, without the bitch around. You never saw it. Never saw it happen. You know why? Because he was too busy juggling balls on the new center. That's what he was doing.
Damn, I mean, that's every back in the league.
Nah, fuck
That's every player in the league.
Hey, did things with the jiu-jitsu teacher not work out? Is it you now? Did she choose you? Did Giselle choose you, brother? Did she choose you, brother? Giselle?
Brother, she's sucking his balls good. You know what
I go lie, I love her.
Where you at? You at home or in Tampa or Miami or wherever y'all live at?
I'm at her Tampa house. She bought the crib next to Jerry.
Yeah, it's an Adam 22 event.
Oh, Lord.
I'm about to turn that bitch into Lena the Plug.
Oh shit!
Man,
like 60. That bitch is like 60 years old too. She's older than Tom.
So she should have stayed ass around Tom. Let Tom play that one.
I mean, obviously that pussy's still good. She got her little license, a nice little young Brazilian that's blowing her back out. I mean,
because she rich
for some. I mean, shit. Well, that pussy, that's $1 million pussy. I guess he like it.
He ain't worrying about that. He worrying about that money.
Y'all see Britney Spears is getting divorced?
He's beating the Mario coins out that pussy. You know what I'm saying? Every time he's stroking, there's some fucking coins dropping out that
Jesus Christ. 2 hour and 44 minute. Hopefully YouTube doesn't find that. Jesus fucking Christ.
Find it. YouTube, please find
Beat the Mario coins out of, I'm not, I only got to finish the sentence.
Bleep out of
Take us off Facebook.
Yeah, Tom.
Off Facebook.
Take us off Facebook.
Oh, shit. Yeah, his grandma be watching this shit. Crazy.
Hey, yeah, follow Deucegram on Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I don't know.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no, definitely. You kind of took a shit on him a little bit.
Nah, man, I don't give a fuck what he did. I don't care. I mean, he just went out.
Exactly.
I just hope he knows.
I don't agree. Well, here, real quick, because I want to make this point earlier, and then I want to hear your response to it. I don't know if it was him, but somebody made this point about his retirement and coming back, and that he won in the championship and he could have went out with the win, but then to kind of like retire going out without defending the championship that you won is kind of like pussy a little bit too. So going back the next year and being the defending champs and trying to win the championship again, if you're a championship caliber team, to kind of walk away is kind of like crazy unless you think you're totally washed. And he did get him to the playoffs the next year.
Yeah, no. Whoever said that about him is a fucking loser, and was just because
You gotta think, that's what John Elway did.
Listen, I won fucking 7 Super Bowls. Okay, I don't have to prove shit to nobody. Any fucking cockrod that won.
No, but that's why he's different. That's why he's different. Because he didn't hold himself to that standard.
No.
That's why the Patriot shit worked. That's why the Patriot shit worked.
Brother. I have fucking kids.
You gotta go back. You gotta go back.
Mm-hmm.
I was 73 years
You do
old.
have to go back. You do have to go back if you just won a championship and you're him.
Except for
Yeah, you do.
John
You
Elway.
do.
John Elway retired after his sacrifice.
No, you do have to go back.
See, that's why you got like a baby that big.
Gotta be. Can I make this match happen again?
Without his kids.
No, kid, make this point real quick, because I heard it a little bit. I want to hear what you're saying.
No, John Elway, he retired after he won his second one. And it's like, you don't know if you can do it again. Why? I mean, why not do it till you lose?
Because I don't have to prove shit to nobody. I'm a winner. Losers.
It's yourself.
Get to tell a winner what to fucking do.
Yeah, but okay, what if they would have won it? What if they would have won it? What if he would have retired when he left New England? He don't have 7, then he got 6.
The winner what to do. You know why? Because the winner fucking won. He did everything the right way to be in the position he's in.
That's why he gets to make the decision. He won. You're talking about the winner. He made his choice.
Exactly.
If he
and you're mad about the choice the winner made. Like, it's crazy.
Assholes in his ear like Kent grab a Buccaneers fan saying, hey, we need you to fucking play.
Okay, so Aaron Rodgers should have retired there. Aaron Rodgers should have retired.
You're goddamn right he should have retired. He's fucking garbage.
And for Brady, if Brady retires, think about it. If he retires when everybody still can say, it wasn't him, it was Belichick. Now he's proved that it was possibly him. Belichick hasn't proved
did it the
that it
first
was
year he
him.
was there. I'm gone.
Exactly.
Bye.
Exactly. He left there. So if he leaves New England higher, then guess what? He don't have 7 rings. So why not see if you
7
put it in?
rings. Why the fuck I Todd Jordan? I don't need to do shit else. Fuck you guys. You guys suck. You couldn't resign everybody. I'm leaving.
He passed Jordan.
He passed Jordan. He got 7.
Yeah,
what the fuck am I doing playing another football game, whisking my fucking ACLs again for? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Right now, they're super protecting you now.
Yeah, and you're the greatest.
His
and you're
body
the greatest.
can't protect him, brother.
No,
He's the Tin Man.
No. He does the TB12 cause with them bands and stuff. He's a beat.
With the bands?
TB12 method. TB12 method.
Stretchy.
Yeah. TB12 method.
We talk about the bands in basketball, exactly. You said your own words were basketball players are doing football workouts and football players are doing basketball workouts. So stop it.
He's not tearing those ACLs.
Brady knew that. Brady knew what you said.
Yeah. Or anything running the football.
Exactly.
Running backs and receivers need band work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's just standing there. That's even
your point is he's not tearing his ACL. Great point.
Exactly.
Great point. Yeah.
All
right.
Dives into his goddamn knee and blows his knees out.
Come on, man. If he don't go to New England,
happened one time.
Of course, he leaves New England. He only got 6 championships. You killing me,
The
cuz.
offensive line was dog shit the next year. The fucking defense wasn't the same. That man should have fucking went out on his high horse. Then he went out like a little bitch. Everybody was celebrating Tom when he
Who even
retired.
care?
He
I bet you
came,
the
he
only one even
came
think
fucking
about
back
it.
after everybody celebrated his retirement, his career. He came back to
Yeah.
the retirement like
He shouldn't-
fucking Drew Brees. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're talking about this is the GOAT. And they treated him like Drew Brees when he retired because he came back to play for the sorry-ass Buccaneers again.
Hey,
It's fucking
and got
ridiculous.
to the playoffs.
And he fucking lost his family in the process.
Literally got him to the
Shouldn't even make sense.
playoffs. Literally got him to the
I
playoffs.
think him coming back
They got
proved
him to the
he
fucking
wasn't no
playoffs.
good
That's
for
how
him
bad he
anyway.
plays. They got him to the playoffs.
You just said the rest of the team was shittier.
He had a
You
fucking
just said
Peyton
that.
Manning. He had a Peyton Manning final season. That's what he had.
No, he didn't. No, he
Except he
didn't.
didn't get
That's
the fucking
crazy.
Super Bowl.
No, that's
Except he
fucking
didn't get the
crazy.
fucking Super Bowl.
That's fucking actually nuts to say when
Peyton
Peyton
Manning
Manning was
can throw the
throwing
ball from
fucking
here.
It's
ducks out
highly
there.
disrespectful. It's highly disrespectful,
Yeah.
and I'm glad it was. I'm glad it was.
Man,
Yeah,
Peyton
yeah,
Manning
that was nuts.
from his backyard to the back door.
UCF was knocking on Tom Brady's door. So he left his kid in
Yeah.
the house, and he was just outside throwing footballs at 3 in the morning.
Hey, that's what it took. That's what it took to be great.
He left his kids at the house with no food to go to the park. Throw footballs with the guys.
Yeah, he made the decision, man. He made the decision. And you know, because he was willing,
He said he was going to the Walgreens to get some Similac. He didn't come back for 2 hours.
because he was willing to make all these sacrifices, though, and still get in line with the rest of the guys. I just want to be honest. You know what I mean? Like,
VV Zilla,
yeah.
happy to go though. So
Shout out to him.
shout out to you. You know what?
Yeah, that's facts.
You
No, that's facts. No, that's facts. The most impactful quarterback of all time.
Yeah, if you're talking about social movements of nothing.
I'm kidding.
Man said
Yeah.
it would be like it was a real movement. Fucking dumbass.
Super dumb.
Supported it like it was a real movement. That's a fucking hilarious statement.
They love me.
Yeah, but he did say a lot. His documentary, I would highly recommend people watch it. It's just the truth. I don't make the rules. It's facts. Yeah, speaking facts.
It's just the truth. I don't make the rules. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
You know what?
No cap. No cap. Cap's the man.
VV Zilla.
Cap said,
Hey,
my parents are
call
racist
this number
because
right
they
here.
love
Get
me
on the
so
show,
much.
man. Call this number. You have to come on the show and make yourself.
Just
You gotta
come
make
in with your
it
face.
try your point because
I don't wanna come after
definitely
you.
disagree with what you're saying.
Yeah, come on here and make your case for
Yeah, make
Colin
your case.
Kaepernick being the best quarterback of all time.
He's trying to act like a Black Panther.
Yeah. Think about how far he's taken the black community. Like how far he's advanced it.
No damn well. They don't even go to the hood and clean up the parks for the kids. They
went backwards. They stopped doing that after Kaepernick.
Probably did. Sorry,
Yeah.
bro. Hey. Oh, now he's selling smiley face. Hey, man, call that show.
Yeah, brother. I'm not talking about Kaepernick.
Damn.
He's a dick sucker.
Sometimes people just like to hop in the comments. You gotta know that, Cole. Yeah, sometimes.
But how many shows give you the opportunity to come on and
Sure.
say your case? That's
That's
all.
true. That's true.
You gotta come on.
I know. I just don't want you to bully him. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
Call right now. Call right now to make your fucking case.
I'm ready to hear it. Ready to hear it. I haven't heard a good case yet, though, for real.
Oh, for Kaepernick being the greatest quarterback to ever live? Yeah.
Never. I've never heard that quote either.
Yeah, no. But hey, listen, at the end of the day, quarterback that has
Bang boogie.
the quarterback that has
bam
brought
on that shit is bam bullshit.
well, the quarterback that has brought the most advancement to the black community, that has brought the loudest voice and spoke on the most important issues. I think. Well, no. Hey, no. I think it's me that should speak on this. I think it's me that should speak on this, guys. Let's just.
Malcolm X and MLK died for good causes, brother. So like Colin Kaepernick is the epitome of a fucking cock ride, and you know what? Someone should shoot.
Would be Malcolm X's favorite quarterback. He would be Malcolm X's favorite quarterback, guaranteed.
Oh man, I mean young Malcolm X. Young Malcolm X.
Yeah,
sure.
young Malcolm.
Yeah.
Young Malcolm X. He was all about the violence, but old Malcolm X, nah. His favorite quarterback would be like Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, he's trolling right now. That's all. He trolling.
Yeah.
Johnny Manziel.
You know his favorite quarterback wouldn't be?
Number 2, obviously.
Huh? Yeah, he's super. I'll say Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, no.
Did you guys see that Johnny Manziel documentary?
I have not. No.
Yeah, I gotta hear.
There's a couple documentaries I gotta check out. The Swamp one with the Florida Boys, and then that Johnny one, I guess, is pretty good. I don't know. I just haven't really felt the urge to check into that. I'm more interested in the Swamp one. But the Johnny one, I mean, he was just a prick, so I really don't, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, I've already seen like a few documentaries kind of covering like Tim Tebow specifically, so it'll be curious to see that Florida team in general. Usually the Tim Tebow coverage is very like wholesome. It just kind of like
I don't think they're winning the division, buddy. I don't think they're winning the division, but no, I'm just playing. They're definitely winning the division.
What the fuck are you talking? Is that who he picked?
No, this was earlier. This one of your followers.
Yeah, this is well, this is Corey. We had him on the pod, so I can say who this is exactly. Yeah, this is Corey. Go check him out. Definitely, he'll be ripping that shit like Beyblades.
Hey Corey, if you're still watching, come over here to Gates Open Meeting.
Yeah, Gates Open. Yep, 100%, man. So for love. But yeah, and Johnny Manziel. Yeah, I've only heard like bullshit about I shouldn't say bullshit. But I've just heard stuff about the documentary about him, like somebody calling his agent from the team and saying that he hadn't looked at his playbook on his tablet at all, like 0 hours spent. They track it. Some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, they got a boy like.
I guess he lied about his parents too. That's really the only. I just remembered that. I heard that real quick.
He's a piece of shit, and he squandered like a once-in-a-million opportunity, and he should rot in hell for being.
All right, rot in hell. That's interesting.
They got DeMarcus Russell like that too. Talking about he said, "Yeah, I've been studying." He ain't looked at the playbook.
Yeah. Well, so
how are you just gonna go out there and just not know what the fuck you're doing? Like, that's
do you guys remember when they were saying that like Johnny Manziel's like family was fucking like oil tycoons or some shit like that?
Yeah, I remember. I was repeating that fucking stupid.
Yeah. So I guess supposedly he was like using that as like a cover up for why he was getting money for like sign-in memorabilia and shit like that. This is all like secondhand shit I've heard about the documentary, but just because he got brought up, I wanted to mention like that. So interesting shit I had heard. Tim's time, yeah, literally. Definitely. I mean, problem is, like, if you're a lazy fuck, that's not going to translate to any era though. So he was probably fine where he was. He was a great college quarterback at some moments.
So yeah, he was at the best university to do what he was doing because they have all that fucking oil money. So
yeah. And I mean, yeah, so hopefully he enjoyed his time doing that. And he was fun to watch, for sure. I enjoyed watching him and Mike Evans. And now we know Mike Evans. Back in the day, we kind of didn't know who was the more dominant player in that situation. Yeah, I'm agreeing with dominant. College players can make money now, right? From their names and such. Oh, yeah. Definitely. They've been doing commercials and shit now, brother. Yeah, brand deals.
Back in the ring, just signed a fucking deal with Under Armour.
Oh, sweet.
Girls that LSU girls that won the national championship say, hell, they'll stay in college and make money instead of going to. So they'll make more money in college than going to the WNBA.
Yeah, and enjoy their fame while they're dominating college athletes, so they don't go to the WNBA and become completely obscure, mediocre players.
But it's gonna be fun to see the to the WNBA. I do want to see that.
Yeah, we'll see for sure.
Like be it players and give gifts. Y'all can talk on this.
The gifts thing specifically, I'm not sure. So I do know that basically they have boosters and they have a certain amount of money that gets donated to the fund that they have to give to players. And Deuce, you're tapped into college even more than me.
Let me give you some information on this fuckery going on college right now. All right, so basically with this situation, the NIL is basically where kids can make money off their name and image and likeness, right? So what it should have been was the NCAA is giving revenue share to the players for what they're making. But what instead the NCAA decided to do is they were making it to where that collectives from alumni can pay the players money, and then outside companies can also pay the players money for endorsements and marketing and shit like that, and like companies, even small businesses. So the NCAA basically made it to where they got out of having to pay the money to the players, and they just made the schools take care of it. So what you're seeing is now the schools are having to organize outside resources to collect money to then go ahead and pay players to come to schools. So what they're doing is they're making promises to players, like James knows the Jaden Rashada kid, who's now going to start at Arizona State this year. He was promised like $9 million from Florida. Basically saying like, hey, like that's the whole collective, we can't pay you that. And he was like, all right, fuck it, I'm going to go somewhere else. And then he ended up going somewhere else, like Miami. They couldn't pay. Miami was going to give him $2 million. Florida,
I think initially he was going to Miami. I believe that's where we flipped him from.
You flipped him. You flipped him because you offered him $9 million, and that was a well-known thing. $9 million. $9 million.
It was something like that. It might have been 10, to be honest. I thought it was 2 figures, but I mean, not two figures.
It was a big number. So they offered him that.
It was up there.
Then he basically wanted, like, he enrolled early, and he basically was like, all right, like, where's payments? Like, payments need to start coming through. And when the money didn't come through how he was promised, he transferred to Arizona State, which obviously they're probably paying him good money to go there. But that's just how it is. So you have it right now to where right now you have kids that are flipping from like different schools. Like you have a kid that just flipped from a 5-star. He flipped from Georgia to Alabama, right? You know what I'm saying? It's all based off NIL shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's to the point where teams that aren't doing NIL, like Georgia, Clemson, Notre Dame, they're not doing it as heavy as other schools. Like they're making you like be on the team before you can profit. They're changing. They're starting to look at changing their method because that's not going to change. Like they're going to be able to do that, and the NCAA they have no urgency to change the way NIL is right now. It's created a lot of parity in football too. Right now.
Well, it's prevented them from having to pay any money.
Yeah, but it's also created parity to where you have a lot of top recruits that are willing to go to different schools just because these Alabamas and Georgias and LSUs, they can't pay all the players that are coming in.
Yeah.
You know? So you have like 5-stars that are willing to go to like Arizona, UCLA, these smaller, like these other schools, Wisconsin, because they're able to pay these players and then they're going to play, and all that good shit. They're going to get set up nice in NILs. So it's interesting.
Even more disparity amongst like the top schools because of what you're saying. Because I mean, there really was a time, and that's what you mentioned it. I think before I got on, where it's like it's really hard to judge Alabama players because of just their talent that's around them. It's insane. They literally had they would have like the top 5 players from a class and shit like that. Like, insane shit. Yeah. So it literally.
And that's why I was trying to tell Paul before. Like Paul's like, "Oh, Alabama's just gonna do this." I'm like, "No, you're fucking not." What you're going to see is you might be having top classes still, but you're not going to have all the 5-stars in the class.
Yeah.
You're going to have a select few, and then you're going to see it's going to be spread out. Like,
and Georgia became really competitive at that point because you had FSU. FSU was, I think, the last team that became competitive with, or maybe you could say Clemson, but I would say FSU was the last team that became really competitive recruiting-wise with Alabama during, well, and I'm thinking about like the black market type discussion days of college recruiting. You know what I'm saying? So, and you're right. Ohio State's a great example because they got busted with the tattoo shit and all the weird, all the weird shit there. So, those are the teams that were really thriving at that point. Georgia really came on right, in my opinion. They were always competitive to a certain extent, but not like dynasty-like. Like they, in a lot of ways, the last 3 years, obviously, I think them being in the championship games, winning the national championship, they've been the dominant team coming out of the SEC. They've been dropping their nuts when they play fucking Alabama. So
well, even you look now, like Florida's able to compete in recruiting.
Sure.
Florida State,
Yeah.
Miami. I mean, you're just seeing a lot of the blue blood schools that weren't able to basically find ways to pay players under the table, like the Alabamas and the Georgias and the LSUs and shit.
Well, and teams like Colorado too, like because when you get big names like Dion, now you're talking about a flood of funding that comes into your school, and then that really makes the difference at this point. You know what I mean? So, or can make a huge difference. So,
no, that's 100%, and that's the big thing where. I like the way college football is right now. I don't like the rearranging of the conferences. I feel like that really just hurts the kids more than anything. Because like to create a super SEC conference, I feel like it's just dumb. Like I don't know why you want to add more teams. Like if you're gonna add teams, I feel like they should have got rid of the bad teams in that conference. You know what I'm saying? Like why keep the teams that can't fucking compete in there? And then you're gonna add like fucking Texas and what's the other fucking school? Oklahoma. And it just that to me that's fucking stupid.
Have you heard of the team being kicked out? Because I mean, obviously we are seeing teams leave conferences. When's the time that, if you guys can think of, that team's been like forced to leave a conference? I'm not sure if that's ever even happened. It'd be interesting. I'm sure it could.
I would fucking pay fucking Vanderbilt to go to like the ACC and get the fuck, go to the Big Ten or something. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like Vanderbilt, it's a southern school, but I mean. It's the only Ivy League in the SEC, so I mean maybe they probably want to keep it, but they're not competitive in the SEC. It just doesn't make sense. And then you're adding fucking Texas and Oklahoma too. It's just like what the fuck.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
And then with the Big Ten, then adding fucking USC and Oregon, and then but you have like Rutgers. And it's like
it does bum me out. It does bum me out from like an tradition standpoint, like a nostalgia standpoint, to because maybe that's something I should check as more as nostalgia. But with college football, there's a lot of like rivalry tradition that comes into that, and I do feel like when you start to break up the conferences and stuff like that, you kind of start to lose it. Obviously, I'm sure new rivalries and stuff like that will be created. But some of these colleges, I mean, they've been around longer than the NFL, so you're seeing. You're seeing rivalries that are like 100 years old, over 100 years old. There's something just kind of like nice about that with college football that I'll definitely miss if we move to this more like kind of like professional league format where players are switching teams back and forth willy-nilly, and teams are jumping from conference to conference as they see fit. So.
The dude phone went dead.
No, hey man, we went 3 hours though. We were vibing on here. I'm sorry I got on late too. My daughter's she's just sick, so I fell asleep with her. I didn't expect to fall asleep in the bed. So when I got up, I was like, shit, it's like 10:30.
But no, I agree what you're saying though with the nostalgia and stuff.
Yeah,
I think that's a very valid point. I mean, I'm very interested to see how it all shakes out in the next like 3 to 4 years. Just see the effect of like NIL, but I think it's good for football. I think you saw it last year. Well, Alabama lost how many times? I mean, LSU lost.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just want because you dropped out. So the last part that I said was just the players jumping back and forth from teams, and then mainly teams kind of jumping from conference to conference every 4 years or so. It really prohibits you being able to create that level of tradition and really keep that kind of like continuity there. And like, I don't know if you heard this, but also like these are traditions and games that we're talking about that go back literally over 100 years. So I didn't know if you heard all that. So
no, I agree. I mean, Notre Dame Michigan was a game that wasn't played for a long time. They're going to bring that series back. So I get it. Like those traditions matter.
Yeah.
I mean, we have trophies from those rivalry games, like the Iron Chalet and all shit, that type of shit. So there's definitely some history behind those rivalries for sure. I agree with that. I don't like the movement. I think it's kind of lame personally. It's just it's like money and greed driven. I don't think it's necessarily good for the sport. I think NIL is good for the sport, and that's why I was arguing with Paul about. I'm all for players getting paid, and I think if players do leave schools for better situations to make money, because the NFL is not really a realistic outlet for them to make like generational wealth,
then I don't mind a kid leaving like Georgia after a national championship to go make $10 million to play at Alabama or LSU or something. You know, like to me, I'm perfectly fine with that. So I like that part of it. I just don't like the schools trying to now. I guess that's the repercussions of having to try to find money to pay players. But I don't like the schools trying to like maximize their TV deals by switching conferences, because that's what it's about.
Yeah.
I mean, the Pac-12 was only getting like 10 million in revenue share, where the SEC is like 60 to 70, or now with the new deal probably like 100 million per school.
You make a good point. You make a good point there, where it's like, and that's something that we, I guess, always should take into consideration when we're criticizing something, is that a lot of times when you look at something, you're like, I don't like this thing. A lot of times that thing exists to be able to facilitate something that you do like or you do want. So if you want players to get paid, well then tradition and stuff like that might be affected, because teams are going to have to be just a little bit more aggressive as far as like finding places to make money. So I think it's a really good point that you made.
And that's because the NCAA. Now, if the NCAA would open up their vault of fucking money that they're holding every year, billions of dollars from these kids, and actually decide to pay these players based off the money that they made, to where then the schools don't have to sit there and try to kill themselves to try to come up with this big ass fucking NIL fund, and then the coaches don't have to sit there and try to broker out fucking deals with players. That's what's happening with these top players that don't have the grades to go to like good schools for college and stuff like that, and they just have good enough grades to get in for football. Like, and they changed the rules too on like SAT, like on scoring. You don't even need SATs and all that shit to get in for football grades. Like, you only need to be able to get like a 3.0. Notre Dame standards haven't changed, obviously, it's bullshit, but other schools have. But like the rules are changing even that stuff. So
who did change? I feel like somebody did change that. That was a big thing. Or was it Colorado changed that when Deion went?
No, it's a big thing across NCAA. They changed that rule to where you don't need like the ACT, SAT anymore. It's not a requirement. But the thing is just like, there's so much change that's going on, and it's kind of off my train of thought, but it's kind of just nuts the way that it's shifting. I think in a sense it does have its pros, but I'm all just for the kids benefiting, man. Whatever happens with the kids. The thing is, these coaches keep getting raises in their contracts, 10, 20, $15 million deals for like 5 or 10 years. It's like, why do the players have to have a cap? Because the NCAA doesn't want to pay. Like, if they literally paid out their revenue share, then the schools, like I said, won't have to pay out as much, and then you don't have to have all this conflict for alignment. And honestly,
so do you want the NCAA and the school to pay some?
Yeah, that's how it should be. There should be a collective that pays the players. The NCAA should pay the players, and if the player's good enough to market themselves to like a Nike or an Under Armour or a fucking Crumble Cookie, like they should be able to do that separately and make that money too, because they are their own business. Like, and what would also happen with that is, because the schools would be getting revenue and they wouldn't have to pay out as much to the players, what they would be able to do is play teams closer to their school, right? They wouldn't have to worry about getting all these big name conferences to generate money. They'd be able to generate money and just play schools that are in their area. Like, if you're a West Coast school, you'd be able to play all the West Coast schools without having to go play Alabama, to get a big TV for a TV deal, because that's what it is. When you see a lot of these big games where these people have to travel across the country, the TV deal is literally paying for those games to happen. They're the ones that are chartering the players, the food, the flights, and all that shit. So it's just interesting the way the business works around college football.
Well, that part of it, I'll say, I like to see a USC come play at Alabama or something if they're both good, or Miami go play USC or Notre Dame or whatever the case may be. I don't mind the
but now,
you can schedule those out of conference.
Playing a Big Ten schedule, so you got them playing all the Midwest schools. So they're going to play 6 Midwest games, and they're going to play 4 West Coast games. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
now you're spending more money to make more money instead of just sitting there. If they just fucking switch it up, they can not have to do that as much.
The old way, it would be a situation so like USC could still do that where they're playing like, UCLA, which is literally in the same city as them. They're playing Oregon,
Washington
so that's
State,
Washington.
State,
but then they still have the flexibility to schedule Notre Dame almost every year. That's Indiana. So you have the option to do that. I agree with Deuce. I think when you start to like muddy up those conferences like that, you even have Texas. Texas is going to be playing Florida. Like that's not like super close. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't get like
see,
that.
one isn't that bad.
California to the Midwest, 6, 7
Texas
games.
isn't that bad, but I do agree.
Yeah.
Texas is kind of crazy playing that. It's
yeah.
not that bad because it's right there, but I do agree with you. It's like Texas should be playing in that Midwest to that West Coast conference. They shouldn't be playing in the Southeastern Conference. There's not that many. There's not many big football. There's so much. No, I'm saying
you're kind of breaking up for me. Is he breaking up for you?
Yeah, perfect.
I'm saying
it might be
so
your phone's dying.
No, I don't think so. It's my headphones.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying there's so many big schools on the East Coast that you don't need Texas to play Florida.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you don't
Texas,
need Texas to play Florida. It's just fucking stupid. Like Texas could be playing at USC,
Oklahoma,
and shit like that, and Oklahoma,
Oklahoma State,
Michigan,
fucking
Notre Dame,
TCU.
It's stupid. Like and that's why you see schools that can't compete, and like SMU now is competing because NIL's back around. They got the money. They're Texas, right? They're Dallas. Now you're seeing that those schools can compete again because of NIL. But before, when they didn't get the big games, kids didn't want to go there and play anymore.
Yeah.
Kids don't want to go to fucking Purdue if they're not playing Notre Dame and Michigan and shit like that getting on TV. They're like, I'm not going to be seen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like now NIL is changing that. Now those schools can get those players to come there, and then they can negotiate their TV deals by getting good football on TV.
No, I'm with you. Yeah. Yeah.
It just
made a lot of good points on this topic.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of good points.
It just sucks, man. I like college football. I'm interested to see how it plays out, but it's really it's been the business has been shady here for a little bit.
Yeah,
in my opinion. Too much money being stolen. And you know what I didn't know about college football too? Is the senators and the governors literally like vote on how like NIL and all that stuff kind of works.
Oh yeah. Well, because they're public institutions, most of them.
Yeah, no, it's weird. Like they literally can vote.
Yeah.
And basically say, okay, like we're gonna cap how much money you can make in NIL in the state of Florida. It's like, I was like, what the fuck? How do they vote?
Well, I mean, it makes sense to me because they're the people that are in charge of those organizations. Those are state universities, most of them. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, but
majority. Yeah. I think that's what makes it very interesting. There's a very
motherfuckers get a piece. Them motherfuckers
sure.
get a piece.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like,
but your point. I think you're kind of like touching on something that's really interesting that doesn't usually get connected with college sports and the money is that those are in a way government institutions, public universities. So that money is definitely being put, being split somehow.
It's the private schools that make that money the waters. Because what do you do now?
Yeah.
Because that's really why they haven't touched NIL is because of the private.
I'm sure they opt in though. When you opt into the NCAA as a private school, I imagine you forfeit some of your privateness. You feel what I'm saying?
Take it for BYU, for instance. How are you going to charge BYU money?
Yeah.
Right? How are you going to charge Notre Dame?
Well, Notre Dame, those are it's interesting because those are religious colleges. So I don't know. That's another layer to it. They may avoid some of the same. Miami's not though. So I bet that Miami
might be like a private technical institution or something.
Miami is private, but Notre Dame's private as well. The point is that Notre Dame is a Catholic school though, so they might not be regulated the same way the rest of the schools are.
we win
Miami.
either way, baby. We win either way.
My point is when Miami joined, I imagine they don't have any like special exemptions that I could imagine. But I could be wrong. Who knows? It'd be interesting to definitely learn about that. Before we get off here tonight, I need to ask y'all, man, because it's coming up tomorrow. O'Malley, Aljo. I don't care. You don't even know what the fuck I'm saying, right?
I'm assuming the UFC fight.
UFC, man. Yeah, I need to know who you think is going to win the main event.
Can you pull up that? Can you go ahead and pull up that fight card for me real quick so I can make a little bet list that I'm gonna go ahead and. I want to go ahead and get this on live. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go ahead and lock in and do some bets, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, are you trying to do a lot? What are you doing watching the fights?
Y'all can pull up to my people crib, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can't really do it there because
it's gonna be the last. It's gonna be the last couple times. You know what I'm saying? They're selling that crib, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there's an issue with doing it there is the copyright situation.
I mean, we can cover that thing if we got to.
Well, I mean, end up getting the fucking channel taken down and shit permanently.
You can cover the glass. Oh, Dan's coming out hard, huh? I'm not going to tweet Dan and be like, hey, bro, quit being a bitch.
Literally, like, what the fuck? We're talking about the game. And it's like, what the, like, that's just
let's start from the bottom. Let's start from the bottom. We'll start with the bums first. All right.
The fucking bums, any of us could beat their ass.
All right, we got Cody
damn,
Garbrandt,
2 fights canceled. Nah, Cody Garbrandt, he's out. He got hurt. But the Ian Gary fight's still on. Neil Magny stepped in.
Okay, Neil Magny. I'm going Ian Gary. Okay, so Pedro Munoz, Marlon Vera. I'll probably go.
That's Cheeto.
I'm going. Of course, I'm going Cheeto.
Okay.
Devon Blackshear. I'm pretty sure he's an ex-football player.
He's filling in for.
I'm going Batista.
Yeah. He's filling in for Cody Garbrandt.
Batista. I'm going Ian Gary. You can scroll up, Gates. Hold on. I'm going Wengzhe Lee for sure, 100%. And then I'm going that top card is difficult. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'll just.
I like that.
It's just hard, man. It's just hard, man.
Yeah. I feel. You know what? Actually, I've come to a conclusion on this. I feel very strongly on this pick. I'm gonna go Sean O'Malley to knock this bitch ass motherfucker out for one reason. Listen, man, you can't be American and go ahead and just rock the fucking Jamaican goddamn trunks either way, and me not feel disrespected. Nah, fuck the bullshit. Pull up where he's from. Pull up where he was born, please. Pull up where he was born. I don't give up. You were actually born on an island, and even then, I would look at you a little crazy if you were fighting in the UFC and you're like, Deuce Andretti representing the Virgin Islands. I'm like, this bitch been in Florida his whole fucking life, damn near. Been talking all this Florida shit this whole time. Now you're on the stage and you want to fucking give ups to fucking Jamaica on some weird shit, or the Virgin Islands in your case. So it's like, no, that's weird as fuck.
My team. Brother, the United States is a fucking global superpower. Why can't I throw some flowers to my country?
Bro, because at the end of the day, we got to keep up that fucking the empire.
New York.
No, see, this is.
He was born in New York?
That's what this is.
He needs to shut the fuck up. He needs to shut the fuck up and put on those red, white, and blue trunks. Stop being a fucking weirdo about it. You're from America, bro. You're of Jamaican descent. And you know what? And when you're in the fucking press conference, you can come out even and, like, you know what I'm saying, like, have a fucking American flag, half Jamaican flag if you want to do that. But when it comes time to put the fucking goddamn trunks on, it comes time for there to be a flag by your name. Bitch, it needs to be where you were motherfucking born and raised. What the fuck are you doing
right now? Am I talking to Smooth right now, man?
Some things he says make sense, brother. Some things he says just makes fucking sense. So it's like, I gotta give a shout out to him. Smooth Rico, go subscribe. Some shit he says just 100% makes fucking common goddamn sense, bro. You were born in New York fucking area, put the fucking goddamn red, white, and blue on. Confirm that. Somebody confirm that. Somebody confirm that his mom's not just Jamaican, and he's like, you know what? Matter of fact, I'm repping Jamaican.
It says Jamaican parents.
I'm disgusted by that. I'm not that he has Jamaican parents. Let me clear that up. I'm not disgusted by him having Jamaican parents. I love Jamaicans, but I'm saying if you are
Uniondale, New York, to Jamaican parents.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hold on, but Leon Edwards does the same fucking thing. He reps fucking Jamaica. He's some British.
He's British though. That's really not my business. I think he's a dumbass for doing that. But it's like, hey, he might even have been born in Jamaica. I think if you were born there, then it gets a little iffy. And then I'd say, okay, well maybe you have. Even if you were born there, and I gave you that, I would still think it's kind of a little bullshit. But I'm not going to go all the way out the window with it. But if you literally were born here and raised, and your parents are just Jamaican, and you're going to choose to identify with that and rep that over, and your fucking excuse, oh, we're a fucking superpower. Are you fucking ashamed to fucking be a part of that? The fucking legends like John Jones, Brock Lesnar, fucking the champions that came before you, motherfucker, that rocked the red, white, and blue happily?
Brother, the Americans have been getting their ass kicked in the UFC for years, brother. This is not going to change that.
Okay, tell John Jones that. Tell John Jones that while he's choking bitches out.
Well, you see,
in fucking 10 seconds.
Jones couldn't fucking stay in the goddamn league. I mean, he gave us.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. He hasn't fucking lost yet. Dang. Red, white, and blue, yeah. Right now, on this issue, I think fighting is a specifically like kind of nationalistic sport, and for America it's really our primary like sport that's like that, you know what I mean? Like soccer's like that in England and shit. So for here, there's a reason they wear fucking trunks that are associated with their country.
You some pushback, baby. I got this video up on
oh god, fucking gag me. I didn't know you were gonna keep us on here for a fucking heritage video. A fucking.
Yeah, you guys are rocking with UFC bantamweight.
Okay, pause it. All right, yeah. Don't claim America with that fucking haircut. You look like a fucking clown. I'm happy he's repping fucking Jamaica. And when he fucking gets knocked out, hopefully tomorrow.
Old school hot top fade. What you talking about, cuz?
No, look. No, he's not rocking. He needs to stop it. Then he needs to fucking stop it.
Oh, okay. I feel what you're saying. He needs to dread.
Okay, just whatever the fuck. He needs to do whatever the fuck Jamaicans do. And also, where the fuck is this interview being done at? In his fucking dojo in Long Island? And he's gonna sit here and tell me about some shit. Okay, go ahead. Play the video. Let's hear it.
Little ears, big head.
Literally, bro. What the fuck? Why do you hate your country so much?
First one for you. I just asked you. What was it like growing up in New York? And tell me more about your Jamaican background as well.
Growing up in New York has been very interesting. I have siblings, brothers and sisters, a lot of half brothers. My mom actually has 10 kids. There's 8 of us that are full. A lot of battle royales for the food. So if you want the oxtail, the curry goat, the extra piece of jerk chicken.
Oh my god!
It was a
pause it, please. So pause it. Holy shit!
I think that's probably
this motherfucker never ate anything but Jamaican food. Give me a fucking break. I can't stand. This man is a fucking panderer. Yeah, it's like, oh man, I was fighting every day for fucking spaghetti and meatballs. You couldn't get a fucking slice of pizza without having to stab somebody for it. Give me a fucking break, bro. This is a goddamn.
You said Jamaican food, though.
No, I'm saying this would be me. My family is Italian and other shit. So it's like, okay, like it's just such an obvious pander, bro. Come on, act like you. The fact he didn't fucking name cheeseburger makes me sick. Like I said, where the fucking green and yellow shit? That's fine. And fucking get starched. I mean, that's all I can hope for. That's all I can hope for. After he fucking beat a goddamn fucking Olympic hero, American Olympic hero, fucking Henry Cejudo, this motherfucker has the gall. Come on, man.
Oh yeah.
MMA career inspired and started off as a young buck. You know, growing up in a Jamaican household has been cool, man.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
First generation, born in Long Island. Both my parents, my grandparents, born and raised in Jamaica.
Born in Long Island.
Now we're like all over the place. We got.
You said Jamaican Queens. Fucking lies everywhere. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
gonna
you
speak.
said his parents and grandparents were born and raised in Jamaica.
No, I know, but fucking Deuce was over there pandering for this motherfucker. He's from Jamaica, Queens. He's from Jamaica, Queens. As if that's in fucking Jamaica, by the way. Jesus Christ. You know what? When we have fucking Chinese fucking spies, and they're like, well, I'm from Chinatown. What'd you want from me? I'm going to look at you and be like, this is why it fucking happened. You're bullshit. Your bullshit excuses you make for
Brother,
motherfuckers.
they don't call it Jamaica Queens for no reason, brother.
He's not even from there, though. He's not even from there, which is the funny part. Long Island. Same place he's training now.
We have Toronto, we have England. We're all over.
And have you felt that love back home as well?
I can't even stand looking at this fuck.
This is who you defended, brother.
He looks like he gets pegged.
I think I actually last year after my Barao fight, it was right before my birthday, July 31st. And then my cousin and I, one of my good friends, we all took a trip down to Jamaica and we did like a pro bono trip where just doing seminars, just giving back to the community. I know they don't have a lot of wrestling, they don't have a lot of jiu-jitsu. So for me to go back and share my knowledge.
So basically it's okay, pause it. Let's touch on that.
Well.
So basically it's because there's less competition there. He doesn't have to compete with the greats because America churns out fucking greats all the goddamn time. That's what we do, including this fucktard that came to America and became great. Go ahead. What's Zilla's name?
Huh?
I'll read what.
Say I don't want, but I will. I don't like to cut off his. I don't know, JRB, what that is. Deal. I don't know that.
Yeah, you gotta clear it up, brother. You probably are making perfect sense right now. We're just fucking idiots.
Racist, brother. Sounds a little racist.
No, I'm sure it makes perfect sense, and we're just don't know what fucking a jib is, maybe.
I don't like to cut off his jib.
Maybe
jibs on his chin.
It must be his fucking shirt with a goddamn V-neck. Like, where the fuck you going with that? Is this Hollister era? And was he a victim of that? Was he a victim of Hollister being cool?
He's going to Club 1402.
Cut the jib as a sailor thing about the cut of the sail.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so just like you're just saying everything about him. Like this is something wrong. Yeah. Well, no, there's definitely there's something going on. And Deuce said he's the greatest bantamweight of all time. That might be true. His last. After he beat Peter Yan, I really had to shut the fuck up. I'm having a lot of fun, to be honest, just playing around. But at the same time, I really do feel like it's bullshit. Everything I'm saying, I do feel like it's bullshit that somebody that's born here is going to rep Jamaica over. And anybody that does that, it always fucking annoys the shit out of me. And specifically for the reasons I'm saying. But, yeah. Fuck him. Let's run the shit.
I give it too, but I think what it's probably from his parents and grandparents.
What the fuck? Tell them to get their ass in the ring then.
I'm with you 100%. If you're gonna be born here, you know what I'm saying, you gotta show up, baby.
Imagine fucking a Brazilian. This is the thing, there's pride in Brazil. There would never be a fucking Brazilian fighter that's gonna be like, hey, let me go ahead and rock for Germany since my fucking Nazi grandfather. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and rock for him. It would never fucking happen.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, and I'm using a ridiculous example. There's other examples. Like Brazil has for real pride. When they go in there, they all rock the Brazil shit. They go crazy in Brazil. Afterwards, it's just fighting is a nationalistic sport. That's just what it is. Boxing to fucking MMA. Maybe not bare knuckle.
Julio rocks the American flag.
It probably for a reason. You understand? Like he's an Olympic combat sport athlete. So it's like, really, you understand? There's a reason why that, again, like, wrestling is in the fucking Olympics. Like, these kind of events have always been kind of, like, the Rocky movies are built around, it's Russia versus America in a boxing ring. Like,
he should have been fighting for Mexico, right?
No, he shouldn't have been. He's from America. Is he not? I don't even know if that's true, but if somebody's born someplace and they move someplace and live their life there and decide to rep for that country, I have no problem with that. Like, if I would have found out that Aljamain grew up in Jamaica, I would have been like, oh, damn, okay, well, then I guess fuck, you know?
Well, yeah, what if he was born in Jamaica?
He wasn't. We already found all this shit out.
What I'm saying, would it make a difference?
It would. I already said the difference it would make. I said the difference it would make with you. It's like if you were born someplace, then like 6 months later you moved and you grew up a place, I would still think it's a little weird, but at least you would have a valid reason. Being born in a country and then being raised in a fucking country and going to see your fucking cousins and shit in the fucking summer, no, you should not be rocking the fucking trunks. You look like a clown rocking the trunks of that country in a combat sport. Like, what in the fuck are you talking about? Now, in my opinion,
he's still from that country.
No, he's not. No, he's not, though. He's actually not. He could become a naturalized citizen, which still, honestly, I would think that's bullshit. But and that would at least make the statement you just made true. But the statement you made literally isn't even fucking true because he's not from there in any way.
Citizen, brother.
Okay, so I don't even know if that's true. Once again, I just said that after you just said that. Well, he's from there. Fucking how? Like, I don't know. We'd have to see. Maybe he got a citizenship.
They didn't know who I was, and it was cool to see and to be embraced like that. You got Randy Brown, Uriah Hall, also in the UFC, who are Jamaican guys. They were actually born and raised in Jamaica themselves, so it was pretty cool to see like the sport kind of evolve down there. It's still primarily stand up and boxing and taekwondo, but I think once we add the factor in of the ground game, I think the sport's really going to take off. We've got a lot of phenomenal athletes, and I think you're starting to see that development with all the gyms.
Okay, I don't doubt that. Let them develop their fucking athletes. You go down there and help. That's fine. And then those guys will wear fucking green and yellow. That's how it works. So yeah, I believe that.
Like you're trying to talent hoard right now.
I'm not trying to talent hoard. It's a fucking goddamn like integrity thing. Honestly, what the fuck?
I mean, he's born here. He was raised here. His parents are from there, but he was born here. I mean,
moved here for him.
Household.
Oh God.
For a better life, I'm assuming is why they moved here.
That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous argument. Okay, ridiculous argument. Make it, please. Go ahead.
When I go to my friend's house that are from the islands, their families from the islands, when you go to their house, those houses are different than if I go to your house, if I go to Kent's house, if I go to my parents' house. Like, they operate different. Their lifestyles are different. And then do they go to school? And then do they go to work? And do they go to an American? Do they like deal within an American society? They don't even shop in American stores. They shop at Jamaican stores.
No, they do shop at American stores. They shop at Jamaican ran stores in fucking America. Maybe from people that are from Jamaica, but that changes nothing about Aljamain Sterling, who was born here and raised here, grew up going to American schools. Once again, like is in an American gym doing the interview.
No, but what I'm trying to say is when you're in New York, there's literally communities of races. And
that doesn't change. That doesn't change that it's in fucking America. New York is America, Denzel. Long Island isn't Jamaica. What the fuck are you saying?
If you go to Texas, when you go to Texas, you still have Mexican communities that treat the Texas
it doesn't
like it's
fucking matter.
They don't view
what is the point he's making? What point is he making? Help.
What I'm saying is that they create the community that they had in their home country in this country because America is the melting pot. That's what it's all about anyway.
He was in Long Island.
Still have pride.
Long Island.
No, so people can still have
pride. Nobody's talking about that.
Well, that's a part of having pride, repping your fucking country, dude.
Nobody's saying he can't rep his country. Nobody's fucking saying he can't rep his country. People are talking. I'm talking about specifically wearing. What's going on? I'm talking about specifically wearing the trunks of the fucking country that you were born and raised. It's just making sense. What he's doing doesn't fucking make sense. You could go back to Jamaica and teach kids how to fucking do jiu-jitsu and tie fucking black belts around them.
In a certain way that...
No, he could do it however... No, he could do that however, but he's not free from fucking criticism from it, obviously, dumbass, like everybody that fucking does anything and says anything. This is his freedom of speech that he's blessed with while working for an American company, motherfucker, and it's stupid.
So you're just complaining, basically, is what you're doing right now. You're complaining.
Okay.
Because it's not really that big of a deal.
I guess.
It's not that big of a deal.
I'm not gonna fucking kidnap him on the streets about the shit. No, it's not like something that I'm gonna get active about. Absolutely not. That he's wearing a certain color trunks. What are you going to when we were talking about fucking NFC or AFC East earlier? Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? What does that have to do with anything? Of course, we're just talking about.
Rodgers in the foot. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well. And I would applaud you for that, sir. yeah. But hey, whatever. At the end of the day, look, man, in my opinion, like I said, if somebody is fucking Chinese, they grow up in Chinatown, in a Chinese household, and they decide fucking that they are...
Bro, a lot of cultures are like that, though, bro. I feel like...
That's where I'm... It's not even that extreme. I'm giving you the most extreme scenario. It's not even that for Aljamain.
Like, when I interact with most cultures, man, like, they don't see themselves necessarily as Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when they're American citizens, they still see themselves like, if they're Haitian, if they're Jamaican, like, they see themselves as Haitian and Jamaican. You know what I mean? So they actually take offense to it when you call them American. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of those guys are probably not born and raised. To be honest, a lot of people that I know what you're talking about. We live in the same area, so there's a lot of people that are here that are literally not born here. So them having more pride or whatever, or being more particular about how you address them, I get. Aljamain is fucking born here, was raised in fucking Long Island, New York. Pull up the demographics of Long Island, New York. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's not Jamaican town. It's not fucking Jamaica town, Denzel. Like, what the fuck are we even saying? You said you had some perspective. I'd love to hear your perspective.
I know a girl specifically.
You said what?
I take it back. I thought about it, then it didn't make sense.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, I'm glad you for filtering out your thoughts. Appreciate it.
And I love it. Yeah, no, awesome discussion. I think
from Twitch.
Love it. Show some love on the YouTube, brother. Valdez BTW. Appreciate you for.
On your head.
All right. Well. That's not how to get them to come over. But yeah, YouTube, Sit and Politic, and Gates Open Media. We're doing this all the time. I appreciate you for giving us a shot and hopping on and listening to us argue about what color Aljamain Sterling shorts should be tomorrow.
It should be fucking yellow and green.
Did the AFC breakdown earlier?
Yes.
Like
yeah.
2 hours.
Definitely did the AFC breakdown. We definitely
4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, they tried to shit on the Dolphins. They did, but
bang boogie.
At the end of the day, we're taking that lead. We'll see. You about to shut this thing down, brother? What's
No, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of torn. But for the most part, I'm on your side. You know what I'm saying? Guy born here. He's born in America, but I do understand where Deuce is coming from. You're influenced by a household.
Sure.
Of all Jamaicans, you know what I'm saying, your parents, and then so everything in your house probably is Jamaican or of Jamaican. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyway,
lifestyle.
Jamaican. So I get it, but at the end of the day, for me, I'm American. You know, they try to call me African American. I'm like, no, I'm American. I've never been to Africa.
Don't you think it'd be even more like maybe appropriate to like maybe, you know, like when you're doing an interview, wear a shirt that has like a Jamaican flag on it with Jamaica on it. Do an interview, talk about your Jamaican heritage as much as you would like. My only issue is when you step. Hold on. The only issue I have is when you step into the ring. It's about the events. Yeah, 100%. It's about the event. 100%.
Yeah. I wear my Jamaican fucking shorts in there and let my fucking dick swing. What do you mean? It's crazy.
Well, there you go. You sound crazy. You sound crazy. You sound like a fucking liability. You sound like a fucking liability, honestly. Hey, listen, honestly, and it makes sense why Aljamain might be the best bantamweight of all time, and he doesn't resonate with audiences, and you have people cheering for O'Malley, the challenger, over Aljamain in Boston. In America, because closer, by the way. But by the way, Sean O'Malley is from Montana. Fucking Aljamain Sterling is a state away from fucking Long Island. Whose fault is that, bro? Okay, you didn't appeal to a fucking American audience. That might have something to do with it.
O'Malley appealed to people because he was fucking doing bong rips, fucking doing funny shit on social media, dude. Stop the
That's part of
bullshit.
it. That's part of it. That's
No,
part of it.
that's all
That's
of
part
it.
of it. No, that's part of it.
That.
100%. No, he's right.
The Sugar Show. He
Pull
has
up
that
his-
Sugar Show personality. Stop it. You know that.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying his marketing's not great. I'm not saying his marketing's not great, but Aljamain, and you may not know this or not, but it's like Aljamain is what he's like a Tyron Woodley, where as far as like when his fights come, fans bitch about him. Like he almost Henry Cejudo.
It's the way he fights.
Not how is it the way he fights? He finishes people, bro.
Aljamain, he fucking wrestles. He fucking hugs on people. He calls himself the backpack.
Taps people out. Like he doesn't just hug on them. He taps them out.
I mean, he didn't tap out the last guy he fought. He fucking hugged him and beat him and fucking worked.
Last dude he fought, he might have knocked out. To be honest, I think the last person he fought was Cejudo.
No, and it went 3 rounds. It went 5 rounds. I mean,
5. Either way, I mean, my point is obviously Aljamain is an exciting fighter in my opinion. I don't think there's. I think one thing that's going against him is he's small, so he's a smaller fighter. But Conor McGregor was a small fighter. There's been plenty of small fighters that have risen to really high heights as far as popularity goes.
he's a great fighter.
Yeah, but Aljamain is great. But as far as like his popularity in comparison to like what he is in the league, like you just said, he's possibly the greatest bantamweight of all time. He's being booed in press conferences where he basically is almost in his hometown.
Why is he being booed?
Because people don't like him as much as they like Sean O'Malley. They want him to win.
That's why they don't like him. He's a fucking tool. You listen to him talk, he's a prick. And then the way he fights is not attractive. He's not the most.
We just watched him talk. He wasn't a dickhead. We just watched him talk. Maybe he's a dickhead.
That was him before he was a champion and before he was good. That's him when he was a bum.
Well, listen, I mean, when I see him talk, he doesn't seem like a dickhead, except in press conferences and stuff. But a lot of people do that since Conor McGregor, just to sell fights. It's a facade, really. So, I mean, a lot of those guys don't really seem like they're dickheads.
No, he
like
was
that,
a tool, man. Ever since, I mean, he was a tool before he beat Cejudo, and it looks like now, so after he beat Cejudo, he's just on.
Yeah, press conferences, they've been going crazy for sure. It's been really interesting to watch. But
he's just been a fucking prick ever since the fucking Cejudo shit.
I do think Aljo. I think he should win personally. I think his style is really perfect going against Sean O'Malley. It's really a clash of styles, like you said, because how they fight. But Aljo's still really fucking long, but Aljo's still really long. That's a good thing. So I think he probably will be able to close the distance. And once he can do that, it's going to be rough. But I'm rooting for Sean O'Malley because he's not ashamed of his American heritage. So.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't claim the American flag. He claims rainbows.
I bet. I wonder what color his the trunks are, because usually they do correlate with your flag. So I wonder if he rocks the. He might not even. Maybe he rocks some other fucking color.
Nah, he usually doesn't rock like green or some fucking funky, or he rocks some fucking spandex, fucking boy shorts, like a little faggot. Why doesn't
he just fucking rock fucking, like an Irish flag or whatever the fuck? His last name's O'Malley, for God's sake.
Irish flag.
Yeah, his last name's O'Malley. He's probably Irish.
I mean, yeah, he does have his.
I mean, he was born here, but what's that matter, right?
He's got his Irish crest on his damn chest.
He grew up in an Irish household. I mean, why wouldn't he just ignore his American heritage and rock the Irish shit?
He should just represent his Irish heritage. We don't want him in America.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not.
We only want fucking Africans who just immigrated here.
Oh man. Usman. Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna even lie. It's 2 a.m. Boy, get up.
You crying about, Gates? You ain't fucking got no bedtime. You're a grown man, brother.
I don't have a bedtime, but I do gotta get up by 8 in the morning though. 7:30.
For what? You don't even have a job to go to, brother.
I do tomorrow morning. 5 of them.
5 jobs.
It's all right. You can do them on Sunday. It's gonna rain tomorrow anyway.
No, Sunday I got more of them to do.
Yeah, that rain's got to be a motherfucker.
Actually, I was supposed to be freed up, but partner of mine, he been helping me out, giving me some clients, and he need me to help him on Sunday. So technically, yes, I was free Sunday.
Damn.
I gotta go help my dog out. You know what I'm saying?
Let us know, man. We gotta get together, do a pod, do the thing, and this was fun. Subscribe, show some love.
3 hours and 50 minutes deep. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you guys coming through, helping the pod out. And
of course, man.
for y'all, anybody listening at this moment, or you listening 5 years from now, 10 years from now, go check out Sit and Politic. Come holler at your boy over here, Gates Open Media. And what you got, Deuce?
You already know. Holla at your boy Deuce on Twitter. It's always some beef shit. You want to argue? I'm here for it. I'll put you in your place, get you right, get your mind right, let you salivate on some good knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like you went to college. You feel me?
Bang, bang, boogie. Bang, bang, boogie. Yeah,
End it before you fuck it up. End it.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, folks,
we gonna let your nuts hang.
Yeah. And we'll see y'all back next week. If not sooner, but definitely Monday, we're gonna be breaking down one of these teams. Something. I don't know which ones yet.
We're gonna be on here tomorrow. Yes, sir.
This for the fight.
Monday through Friday. I think Sit and Politic gonna do the fight. I probably won't, but I probably will.
Gates gonna be there for the fight too.
Going live though on some tip. Maybe breaking down LeBron James like I always do.
There you go. Just talk about him. That's nice and easy.
What are you gonna talk about? His mistresses? Like I don't understand.
His son's fucking heart attack. You gonna talk about that?
We're gonna break down something.
What you got the medical paperwork? How much you pay for that, man?
Right thing he is either. Mine.
Yeah.
Wait, what you found out? What's the diagnosis? Say it was a cardiac arrest, or what was it? What was it?
Oh no, you know what it was called that. Allegedly.
It was related to that shit that gets you taken down from all social media.
Yeah.
That boy was on that juice.
Or you might be on that like his daddy. You know what I'm saying? Apple don't fall too far from the tree, as they say.
I believe it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say all that. You guys sound fucking dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
That boy about 225.
This is what I meant about us fucking it up after Denzel had that cool little sign off.
Yeah,
they killed that shit. And now we kept talking. Now you're all talking about this fucking 18-year-old.
You really fucked it up.
Brother, I know, man. I can spot it. That's why when I said cut it, I knew that was it. I knew that was the true end. This is the bonus content.
Yeah, we're gonna get up out of here. We'll see you guys definitely Monday, if not before. Gates Open Media. Y'all please like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Hey, y'all people over there from Twitter. Hey, y'all come on over here, holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? Gates Open Media. Hey, we'll see y'all later. And we are out of here. All right now.